Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Some breaking news. It's a great day to be alive on Friday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. What's the breaking news, Stroke?
Watch out, Adam Schefter. Here comes Ben Brust.
I would like to make an official statement that this is likely a one-hit wonder. Ben Brust is your favorite one-hit wonder band in terms of breaking news, as yesterday night on Twitter X at Ben Brust, there had been many reports of a game in Dublin, Ireland in the 2025 NFL season. Rumors that the Green Bay Packers, rumors that the Pittsburgh Steelers would connect. But sources told me it is becoming official, and the date's becoming official September 28th. I stand by my reporting.
Cool.
This sounds so weird, doesn't it? I stand by my reporting? Who the hell am I?
Who the hell trusted you with this information?
Right? Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. KBN Nation at the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. When I'm talking about the Carbless Talk and Text line, please. Now what?
I said, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Kyle didn't know what was going on until 11 o'clock this morning.
No, not at all. Not at all. Well, you broke what?
I mean, essentially, there'd been... Are you kidding me? I just said it. Were you not listening the last minute and a half?
I was reading, actually, the post on hilarious responses to you breaking news.
Isn't it funny?
I don't think they believe you.
No, definitely not.
I don't think they believe this.
But
this breaking news.
Rob Demovsky, Jason Wilde, two trusted Packers reporters, did co-sign the report. So,
oh wow,
I feel so weird saying co-signing the report.
Has anybody?
I am not a journalist.
Has anybody reached out to you at all?
No.
Oh, wait a minute now. I'm going to take my behind back home or that coughing.
No. It's just some excess phlegm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right now.
We're all good.
I hope
we are
so.
all good.
All right.
Nobody's reached out for comments. Nobody's reached out for interviews.
So many questions.
800-990-3776. Jamie in Orlando chimes in. Is officially second place Brad's 9-year anniversary of when he lost Super Bowl 50.
That's why he's on vacation.
Happy anniversary, Brad.
That's why he went on vacation.
So even when Brad's not here, I didn't take a shot today. KBN Nation took a shot today.
I mean, no, it's a bad day for our boy Bradley Nortman, but at least he made it there. I'd rather be second place than no place.
Yeah, there's no doubt about he's proud of
Can we get back to the Brust bomb that was laid on us last night?
What do you want from me, Strofe? Like, I'm a reporter. I can't give my sources.
Right. So first off, let's acknowledge one thing about your background. You're not a journalist.
No.
You did not go to journalism school.
Absolutely not.
The number one rule in journalism 101 is make sure you have at least two sources.
Is that like they teach you that in school?
Ben, that is like an operating rule.
No, but I'm genuinely curious.
Please tell me you have more than one source.
Yes.
More than two?
Yes.
More than three?
Probably.
Oh, probably. Uh-oh. This is unraveling in front of our eyes.
What do you mean it's unraveling?
I don't know. I don't know what the lies start and end with you. So are you sure you have
Pittsburgh NFL Nation reporter tweeted that the Pittsburgh Steelers will be heading to Dublin.
Right, but we've known that for months.
Yeah, well, I know.
But you are confirming two things. Number one, it is against the Packers.
Correct.
And number two, it is happening September 28th.
September 28th, folks.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. So when I went with this news, with my hard-hitting journalism, with my 80 sources that I had, I wanted to make sure I did my due diligence. And I did my due diligence on this one, trust me.
How did you find these said sources?
I I can't tell you that.
Why is it? Why is
this a rule in journalism as well? Did you learn this in journalism? You shouldn't give up your sources.
You shouldn't give up your sources.
I mean, it's your first time ever having. Like, is this who is? I want to know this source because I'm trying to figure out if this is legitimate or not.
Okay, here's what I'll tell you guys. When this officially becomes announced that the Packers play the Steelers at Croke Park in Dublin, Ireland on September 28th, if everything comes true that I tweeted, I will reveal the entire story of how I landed on all this. I will even give up my sources because I'm not going to be breaking any other news.
So you're going to throw your sources under the bus?
You got some cousins in Dublin?
I want to give my sources some credit.
Credit?
I don't know how journalism works. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
So why didn't they just break the story?
Yeah, why didn't they just break it?
You don't know who the sources are.
I mean, who are you?
So
Not like
tell
a
us.
journalist. You're an entertainer. You're a personality.
I am now part journalist.
Tell us your sources.
Should I add journalist to my Twitter bio?
No.
Add Ben Brust, part-time journalist.
You have to be much more credible when you open up the
What do you mean? I am very credible.
But hold on a minute. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet. Let's pause. Let's hit the brakes a little bit on saying you're never going to report news again. I actually think this could be a fun journey for you if you become like a hard-hitting reporter. This could be a good angle for you.
Maybe for you that sounds fun.
No,
For
not
me,
for me.
that sounds miserable.
No, I think you'd be great at it. Like
I'm not saying I wouldn't be great at it. I don't want to do it. Even last night, doing what I had to do to make sure I was good to go on sending out a tweet to...
You made a lot of phone calls last night, I heard.
A lot of phone calls, a lot of research, a lot of back and forth, a lot of confirming. It's like a full-time job, and I'm not going to grow my career breaking news on when games are being scheduled.
Oh, but that could be fun.
That sounds great. It's not lucrative.
So what if the NFL comes out and somebody reports that the NFL disputes this report? Then what?
Yeah, what if... So I saw somebody replied to you. I heard it's actually the week after that on October 5th. What if it comes out and it's October 5th?
It's not.
You're positive?
It's not.
So you know for a fact you've got the scoop.
Scoop City, baby.
So did you, with your scoop, did you see like
Scoop's
some
Brust.
type of schedule? How do you know it's not October 5th? Did you do any testing for
Why
that?
is he asking me to give up how I found all this information?
Did somebody approach you?
I cannot tell you how. You want me to make this a career?
Well, I'm trying to figure out whoever approached you. They're questionable too. Out of all the people that they can go to at ESPN,
Don chimes in and he says on the Carbos Talking text line, the Packers schedule isn't even out. That's the point of why I tweeted it. And for the record, when there is an NFL schedule release date, you're going to see Adam Schefter basically break every single game possible before the actual schedule release. Schedule release day becomes way less fun. Strofe, you know this. Before schedule release day, because there's so many leaks about what I'm the first to leak something. I'm like Adam Schefter today tweeted the NFL is going to expand next year and playing in Dublin, Ireland. I am one step ahead of Adam Schefter. I'm 10 steps ahead of Shefty. I have date, location, place they're playing, teams. Done.
I'm a little nervous.
Why?
Yeah, because this is going to drag my credibility down. And I'm attached to you in two things. First, it was Matt LaFleur, now it's going to be the NFL coming after me.
There was a story a few years ago about a radio host breaking news after a fake profile slid into their DMs, and I'm a little worried that's what happened here. Benny got a DM.
I can confirm that it's not somebody who slid into my DMs. You think I would trust...
Do you have any
loonies?
Wait, do you have any enemies that would try to set you up?
Yeah,
oh, for sure I
Many
do.
of them,
So
yeah.
you.
But this is not an enemy
How do you know that?
because it's my source.
But
Well, you don't know
You've
that.
never had sources before.
But this source is not an enemy.
What if you did something to him?
They're a friend?
This source is not an enemy.
Will the source be at your wedding?
This source is not an enemy.
Will the source be at the wedding?
How about you do this, Strofe?
Yeah.
There's a hotel owned by Croke Park.
Okay.
Try and book any weekend from the start of the football season to the end of the regular season. There will be availability for every single date of those weekends.
So you called the hotel?
Part of the process.
Oh, wow. Now you're getting the hotel in trouble.
He's got a process.
You know what?
Part of the process.
Let me stop talking before I get a subpoena from the NFL.
My sources had given me information, and then as a true journalist, I did some digging on said information. You can call. You can book online. Oh, wait, you can't book online because it is blocked off from booking on that weekend.
What if you contacted a hotel and the hotel, said it's blocked off that weekend? What if they get in trouble?
Strofe, why is he so worried about everyone getting in trouble?
I don't know about that.
Because I'm scared of the NFL. They investigate everybody.
Me and Goodell are buds.
Yeah, okay.
How do you know he's not my source?
Oh.
Roger Goodell could be my source.
No.
I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't, but I'm saying he could be my source.
Roger Goodell is not your source.
So, again, stand by my reporting. 800-990-3776.
On breaking the news of the date of the game.
I'm ahead of Schefter.
Yeah,
like everyone.
Shefty.
All right, after further review, I cannot find a room at the Croke Park Hotel that weekend. Unfortunately, this room is not available on your chosen dates at the property.
Try every other weekend.
October 5th.
Yeah, try it.
Okay, I will. Right?
Try it.
So that's the big. That's the big thing.
That's one person who's from Pittsburgh who said, "I'm hearing October 5th."
October 4th through the 6th. Oh, yeah, I can get a room.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
there it is. Oh, what do you know?
243 euros.
Oh, wow.
Is that what they use in Ireland?
Yeah.
And how much is it at Camp Randall for a random weekend? $400 or $500 for a hotel, not even next to the stadium.
Okay. We might have a date. We got something brewing here. Something cooking.
There's no X-Files. There's no conspiracy theory. This is reporting. This is journalism.
Okay, well, so
I should teach a journalism class.
No, you're not John Anderson. So my question for you is this.
John Anderson would be very proud.
Oh, we got to get him on the phone.
Why, do you know why the source of...
Guest lecturer, breaking news guy, Ben Brust of ESPN Wisconsin joins Big Daddy Professor J.A. at University of Missouri's comm school.
A journalist wouldn't call him that.
Well, fellow Jays can call each other what they want. And as a journalist... I can call.
I still have like 100 questions.
I'm trying to figure out why he was the one that they decided to tell.
Why did you choose to report the news? Why didn't you kick it on to like actual journalists? Like we have multiple of them on our program every week.
Who says I didn't reach out to journalists?
So you talked to Rob and Jason.
I don't know. Did I?
I'm asking you.
I don't know. I can't give up. What if they're my source?
Well, no, they would break it then. They wouldn't give it to you.
No, you don't know that.
No,
I've built a relationship with Rob and Jason where they're looking for my career to grow, and that if this is a scoop that they wanted me to have it.
Kyle, they would have called you first.
Yeah, 100%. Especially me and Jason's conversation yesterday. We bonded yesterday, so he definitely would have gave me the scoop.
The haterade around here is unbelievable. All you guys are trying to do. I come on to Kyle Brust and Nortman, and it's. Your dumbass didn't figure this out. How did your dumbass figure this out?
I'm trying to figure out who you may know or who would approach you or what happened.
Where did you play basketball again? Lithuania?
How
close is Lithuania
Not close to Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay. They're 2 time zones away.
There's some connection to Ireland that Ben Brust must have.
Many have pondered the connection between Homer going to Ireland.
Oh.
Zero to do with my sources.
Yeah, I would. No.
It's a travel agency, folks.
A great one at that.
Great one. Great time, Maddie's Bar and Grill, getting people to go sign up.
People still sign up?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
They have till Monday.
All right.
And sign-ups are rolling. So last chance, by the way. I'll give a shout-out to Homer.
I would, too.
Text 800-990-3776 and text Homer. Because till Monday, you can still join him on an unbelievable excursion to Ireland.
Okay, so your source. Is your source willing to pay for us to go to Ireland for the Green Bay Packers game against the Pittsburgh Steelers? That's what I want to know.
Really good question, Kyle.
I missed that question.
Is your source willing to fly us to Ireland for the game?
Potentially.
Oh, okay.
So rich source.
Yeah,
Money bag source.
Whoa.
This unlimited funds type source.
Oh, do you know Ed Policy?
I don't know. It could be my source.
He didn't say no.
Matt LaFleur, I told you we've been on better terms. He could be my source as well.
Well, I look forward to being in Ireland, though, because now you need to work on it. I want to be in Ireland September 28th. Go be with my, is Wallace an Irish last name or Scottish? I don't know.
I think it might be. This is a good exercise.
Yeah.
Is Wallace?
You have to figure it out, because you know it's not my real last name. It's my,
An Irish last name.
Assigned to me.
While Wallace is sometimes found in Ireland, it's not considered a traditional Irish name.
Oh, Scottish.
Originates from Scotland.
Okay. All right. It's good to know.
Neighbors.
Yeah.
You're neighbors to our friends in Ireland.
Yeah, the people who got my people was probably neighbors.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's tomato, right?
So I've got something for you. There is a Zumba class at Croke Park on September 27th.
Ooh.
What if I told you I even know where they're going to be selling merchandise
What is that?
at Croke Park?
What do you know about Croke Park? Did you know that was a place prior to yesterday?
Coming up next, Jordan Love joined the Up and Adams show, and I cannot
gotta know.
I'm not lying about the merchandise at Croke Park, by the way. I'm really not.
What in the world?
More Kyle Brust and Nortman with Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike scheduled to appear around 2:30. What a show. Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
What's going on? Big, come on.
It's getting tough. It's getting slow.
Ben, don't be pathetic. Your father's with your baby. They're listening. You gotta be better.
But I'm giving it my all. I don't know what you're at either.
Stop humping the ground.
Yeah.
Get up.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman, and I'm inviting you to Tsunami Express's grand opening in Oak Creek on February 12th at 6900 South 27th Street next to Menards. From February 12th to the 23rd, enjoy free washes and get your first month of unlimited washes for just $5. That's less than the price of a single wash. Plus, 100% of the proceeds benefit Special Spaces Wisconsin, creating dream bedrooms for kids with cancer. Don't miss KBN Live from 2 to 5 p.m. on Friday, February 14th. Come say hi, get your car washed, and support a great cause.
Join the Milwaukee Bucks as the team celebrates historically black colleges and universities with HBCU Night, presented by Johnson Controls on February 20th. Enjoy pregame, halftime, and postgame events that honor the legacy and excellence of historically black colleges and universities and those who attended them. For more information and to purchase a ticket package, visit bucks.com/impact. That's bucks.com/impact.
So the body knows that it needs to heal itself, but it doesn't know how to concentrate it and target it into just one area. So that's where we come in.
By we, Dr. Ashley Caravelli means the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, QC Kinetics.
We put in those treatments, then it sends out like little signalers to your body. We're able to make the body focus on the areas that need the most healing.
QC Kinetics has gathered brilliant medical minds like Dr. Caravelli and Dr. Mitchell Shinecup, a pioneer in the field of regenerative medicine, to lead the way in these innovative pain treatments.
So at QC Kinetics, we have a whole team working nationwide with cutting-edge research to reach our patients and treat them and know that surgery is no longer their only option.
The consultation is free. Find out if you're a candidate. Call QC Kinetics today.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
James Imaging Systems. Local support, local accountability, local business technology representatives. Listen to Matheson Manufacturing President Al Leidinger.
She still checks in to see how things are going and if we need anything, so I really do appreciate that from a customer service standpoint.
Michael Quizon, IT Systems Administrator at Great Midwest Bank, discovered the benefits of working with the local team at James.
Our cost from supplies perspective went down. I mean, we're talking about thousands in a year. So we saved a lot of money by bringing James Imaging on.
James Imaging Systems client Luther Gray, Director of Ticket Operations and Group Sales with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra on dealing with James.
They are making sure you get the full value and life of every product that you have with them.
Local support, local accountability, local people. Get it all with James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It started with a whisper, and now it's been a kiss.
Hard-hitting journalist Ben Brust alongside our Packer backer Kyle Wallace with Alex Strofe running the show. You, KBN Nation, as always, at the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. The hot topic of the week continues, folks. And I'll tell you what, props to Kay Adams, because she gets guests, she gets answers, and I feel like she's an extension of ESPN Wisconsin at this point.
It's crazy how
Isn't it
open
wild?
they are with her. They just sit down. I tell you, I wish I was attractive.
I mean, she's good at what she does.
She's
Scott.
very. No, she's very
you could have
good.
led with that.
No, she's very.
You might. You could have. It's it was National Women's in Sports Day, like on Wednesday.
Yeah, I guess
you
that's a cancelable statement.
She's just
very
attractive. That's why they tell her everything.
She's very good at what she does. She makes them feel comfortable. She knows how to smile at them and get she's very good at what she does.
What does smiling at them have to do with anything?
Because
I smile at people.
Yeah, it's different. Men are stupid. Well, as soon as a girl smiles, also you know what you want to know.
Why you smiling
what you
at me?
mean?
Hey,
Devante Adams.
Tay to the Packers?
Yeah, something like that.
So my fellow journalist Kay Adams on the Up and Adams show.
No.
What?
We're not doing that.
What?
My fellow journalist?
Yes.
No. Kay Adams, a respected journalist.
What am I?
An idiot, a dork with one source.
No, he's a journalist in training. He has a shot here now.
You were the one who 10 minutes ago said this would be a great career for me, and now you're shutting it down.
You're the one who 10 minutes ago said you're retired.
Wait a minute. I think
that doesn't mean I can't come out of retirement.
I think Strofe is jealous.
Totally.
I'll admit it.
Yeah, he's at a bar yesterday, and he's like, what the hell is going on?
I got a text that said, just a heads up, Brust is going to break some news at 7:30. And I literally responded with words I can't say on the radio. I said, what the bleep are you talking about? I thought somebody was pulling a prank.
So as I was saying, fellow journalist who's respected like myself, Kay Adams on the Up and Adams show, had Jordan Love answering the hot topic of the week. What about a wide receiver one?
I mean, at the end of the day, the guys we have in the locker room going into training camp, I'm a competitor. It doesn't matter who we got, you know what I mean? We're gonna find a way. Like that's the beauty of the game is obviously every year it's new teams, faces change. You got a new draft class coming in, so you got to find ways with the guys you have in that building to do some great things and to come together and gel. So no, like I said, I love that group. They do some phenomenal things, and if we add a guy, we add a guy. If we don't, we don't. So we'll see.
What if it's a guy who has my last name? You're not mad. I mean, he speaks very highly of you. He truly holds you in the highest regard, Jordan.
No, Davante, that's my guy. Obviously, I was with him for a good amount of time there in Green Bay, my first couple seasons, and I know exactly what type of player he is, and a phenomenal guy.
That Jordan Love on the potential of bringing a Adams to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, he tried to give the nice answer, talking about guys in the locker room. Jordan, you know the guy.
No. Look. That was the smart thing to do after his running back.
Upset them sensitive boys and Chewy. But
Chewy.
He just, he gave the answer. I'm gonna try to win with what we got. But he already knows based off how last season ended and how he finally the frustration boiled over to the point where Jordan Love did something we hadn't seen him do as a starter, as a quarterback for the Packers, is actually call people out. He called out receivers saying, "You guys got to get open." So obviously Jordan Love, when Kay Adams brought up, maybe Devante Adams, he laughed, he smiled, and said, "That's my guy." Bro, he's not your guy. He's not. That was Aaron Rodgers' guy.
Who cares? I'm fine with him recruiting his ass.
I know, but what I'm saying is this is how I know he wants him, is because when he got to the team, Devante Adams was the big kid on the block. He was just a kid. He was just looking up, and Devante looked at you as the future and said, "Nah, I don't trust you. Let me go be with my friend Derek Carr."
I remember vividly where I was. And Strofe, you are going to Magoo's on the Mound courtesy of Milwaukee, Michelob Ultra, a proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, tonight, 6:30, 8:30.
I did something similar with our great friends at Anheuser-Busch at that very game where Rodgers had COVID. And Jordan Love was playing the Kansas City Chiefs for... Was that his first start?
That was his first career
That was
start.
his first action.
Yeah. He targeted Davante 14 or 15 times.
How many times?
Look up that box score. It was insane. And Tay was just like, bro, this ain't it. And Tay has come around to the way he's talked about him, right? We've talked about it. When Jane Daniels come up on the Up and Adams podcast with Kay Adams, my fellow respected journalist.
14 targets.
Yeah. And he was like, Jaden Daniels. He reminds me a lot of Jordan Love. And so at this point, I want to know, 800-990-3776. We'll also put it out on Twitter at KBN ESPN. If you had to bet, will Devante Adams be on the Packers at some point in 2025?
Yeah, my bet would be, yesterday Jason Wilde said on with Strofe, he talked about, I can't remember the name of the show. I'm sorry, the podcast, Strofe. What is their podcast called?
Weekly Wilde.
Weekly Wilde. Thank you so much. On Weekly Wilde. I want to make sure I show
Is it even on podcast or is it just YouTube?
It's on podcast.
Okay, I just want to...
It's in the Mr. Relevant feed. Hey,
Okay,
Kyle,
Wisconsin On Demand, yes.
Kyle, what time does Mr. Irrelevant air? Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
12:15.
No.
12:30.
Nope. That's wrong.
Yeah.
12:30. It doesn't air 12:30.
You said 12:15 first, buddy.
12:30. 12:30, and it doesn't air. It actually goes streams. It does not air. And so with this, anyways, the whole point is
you're the worst.
Yeah, well,
you know when Strofe drops in and says you're the worst. You're being the worst.
I have a lot of things floating around.
Oh, okay. And so we're not important to you. We do this for 3 hours a day and love KBN Nation. Now it's just like I have a lot of things going on.
I love Weekly Wilde, but Jason Wilde on the Weekly Wilde, he talked about how it is a 51% chance that he believes that Davante Adams is going to be there. But based off everything that I see in the universe, based off the fact that Josh Jacobs says that he wants Davante Adams, based off how Jordan Love just basically said that he wants Davante Adams and that's his guy, and based off Davante Adams talking about the Packers himself, there is some backdoor conversations or something going on where we are publicly hearing about Davante Adams coming to the Green Bay Packers. I'm not sure if there's other receivers, other running backs, other quarterbacks across the NFL that are trying to go get Davante Adams somewhere, but all I continue to hear is Davante Adams to the Packer. There's an old saying, where there's smoke, there's fire, and I believe that this offseason there will be fire as the Jets either trade Davante Adams to the Green Bay Packers.
This is like Davante smoke walking into a Snoop Dogg party.
Yeah, man.
It's everywhere.
Contact, yeah.
It's everywhere.
And so I 100% believe at this point now that if we talked about likelihood, I believe there's a 70% chance that Davante Adams will be returning home to be a Green Bay Packer. It just seems like there's too many things aligning because I don't know. Tell me this. Do you think if all this conversation, this chatter with Josh Jacobs and Jordan Love, do you think Goody would say, hey, fellas, let's kind of chill on that at all?
No.
He wouldn't tell him to chill out on the public conversation talking about Davante Adams.
If anything, it's if I'm Goody and I'm looking for ways to make my team.
If you don't want him.
Yeah, but
all this is a big disappointment, right?
You just mentioned about the Kansas City game and how many targets he had with him. But he didn't complete a lot of those targets, and every time he didn't throw the ball at him correctly, what did Davante Adams do? Did nothing but cry and make faces. And like Kyle said, the DA isn't his guy either. He left. I'm not going to stick here. I'm going to go play with my buddy because I don't believe you're going to be a good quarterback.
Nothing you're saying is incorrect about the past, but that was 2021 or 2020 for that matter. Jordan Love has now become a starter in the NFL, and Davante Adams went to play with Derek Carr, Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, and had found success later in the season with Aaron Rodgers. So basically what he is realizing is he's seen the growth and development, knows that he's been successful in Matt LaFleur's system, and sees the need for a guy on this team with an opportunity to have a great end to his career and come back to a place that he loves being. This is all working out in a great spot where if he really, really wants to come, he'll play ball with Goody.
Yeah, you see, he saw the glow up of Jordan Love, and this is why I believe any Packers fan, from the moment that Davante Adams during the regular season started hyping up Jordan Love, right, until now, I think you should see a significant increase in what you believe that Davante Adams actually wants to come to Green Bay, and that there is a higher chance that he probably will end up in Green Bay.
Chris on the talking text line, the Cardinals talking text line. No way Adams comes to the Packers. Would be nice, but it will jeopardize the wide receiver room chemistry. I don't give a damn. If anything, I think it will help the chemistry because the young guys, as I've said, and I'll say it again, these young wide receivers had what issues, Kyle? Drop issues.
They sure did.
What did Devante Adams have in his first 2-3 years with Packers?
He was Butterfingers.
Drop issues. And so if anyone can relate to what these wide receivers are going through, it's Devante Adams. The difference being is when Devante Adams was going through it, he wasn't being relied upon weekly to be the performer. He was able to grow and develop and then become the guy. So having somebody who can produce, be a veteran, and help those guys would only help the locker room and the team chemistry and the wide receiver core as a whole.
And last year when we talked about it, especially after watching the receiver documentary, I actually felt like Devante Adams might bring some negativity to the room. But once you realize that your room has not grown and that they need a veteran presence inside of there, I think now is the right time to bring in Devante Adams. Because Devante Adams understands that 100% is about winning. But I believe when you come home and you feel comfortable again and you actually have a vested interest in the organization, like Devante looks at the Green Bay Packers as his career goes on. Jason Wilde joined us and talked about legacy. I think Devante Adams is trying to build his legacy. But then on top of that, when he feels comfortable, he wants the Green Bay Packers organization to be good. He hasn't had that same connection to the Jets. He doesn't have that same connection to the Raiders. Just like Gary Ellison when he joins and all other Packers players. We're talking about Mark Samora, and we're talking about Mark Tauscher. We're talking about Brian Bulaga. They all have this strong connection and bond to the Green Bay Packers. Devante Adams has that exact same bond. So if he had the opportunity to come back to Green Bay and be a player, but also be a mentor as well, I think he would cherish that moment and opportunity. And he can ball out and try to win games with us too.
Yeah, and I keep seeing this, and I understand why from Chef Ed here. I love Devante, but Goody's an egomaniac. There's nothing to be an egomaniac about. He won the trade. He got pieces back for Devante. His team continued to grow and be successful. And now Devante Adams is coming back and saying, hey, I want to be with you, Mr. Goody. 800-990-3776. Joining us next on Kyle, Brust, and Norman is the host of Unsportsmanlike, Evan Cohen. Hear him mornings on ESPN Wisconsin, down in New Orleans. Very excited to have him join the program. It feels like Kyle is something brewing. He might have to take one of those long bathroom breaks. So if you don't hear his voice, that's where Kyle is. Evan Cohen joins Kyle, Brust, and Nortman next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again. Nobody said a word. Ben Brust, say that. Can we make a rule for Kyle, Brust, and Nortman? No Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike and no Greg Scalzo, my former co-host.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Ashton Rotman with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Pewaukee Pirates girls basketball star Anna Tarian. In a game last weekend against number 1 ranked Kimberly, Tarian scored 28 points, a career high for her, and it also helped her cross the career threshold of 1,000 points for Pewaukee High School. It was an 82-67 win over the Papermakers. They are the defending Division II champions, playing a class up this season, something that Tarian has been commended for leading the charge of on the girls basketball front as a captain on and off the floor. When it comes to the future, Tarian is committed to play basketball at the next level at Michigan State. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Anna Tarian.
Wisconsin is still cattle country, and that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or Bunzel Hotels.com.
Finding the special healthcare resources families need just got easier. Wisconsin Wayfinder Children's Resource Network helps kids with delays, disabilities, special healthcare needs, and mental health conditions. Call toll-free 877-947-2929. Ask questions. Get answers. Connect today toll-free 877-947-2929. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Casey and Philly are ready to kick off. The question is, are you ready? HD TVs in every room. Check. The grill ready to fire up. Check. Chips, dips, check, check. Now the real planning begins. A trip to Discount Liquor to stock up for the biggest football game of the year. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Is beer on the menu? We'll set you up with your favorite or recommend something new. We have over 2,000 to choose from. What about liquor? Our variety is unmatched, as is our selection of wine. So if you want it, we've got it. Discount Liquor is your personal party headquarters. Discount Liquor has everything you need, all at the lowest prices in town. Come see us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Open daily 9 to 9 and Sundays 10 to 2. Online at discountliquorinc.com.
Discount Liquor.
Time is running out to sign up for the trip of a lifetime with Homer. Join Homer and Colette Vacations this August to see the many shades of Ireland. It's the last chance to join Homer to explore the historic city of Dublin, journey through Ireland's breathtaking countryside, stay overnight at a medieval castle, and do so much more. Visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com or text Homer to 800-990-3776 for the full details of the trip. Spots remain, so don't miss out on this special trip with Homer and Colette. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is the host of Unsportsmanlike. He's Evan Cohen. You hear him alongside Michelle Smallman and Chris Canty on ESPN Wisconsin in the mornings. He is in New Orleans. Evan Cohen. Ben Brust, your favorite guy. How are you?
Kyle, Brad, how are you guys?
They're not here. It's just you and me. It's just
Kyle,
two
Brad,
best friends that anybody could have.
All right, Ben, how are you?
I'm doing great. I want to know right off the bat, if we took out the Super Bowl winners of ESPN Wisconsin, what ESPN Wisconsin host would you like to spend a Super Bowl weekend with?
We took out the Super Bowl winners.
Yeah.
And I can't say Tausch and I can't say Chewy.
Correct.
And did Balaga win a Super Bowl? I don't remember.
Yes, he did. He
So
started
Balaga
for
won the Super
Tausch.
Oh.
Yeah. Had to throw that in there.
Oh, my God. I would say Jen. I mean, Jen makes me laugh more than anyone. And Jen is Jen, for me, I just sit back and listen to her go to work, and it's hysterical. So I would say Jen, for sure. Now that Scowls is not a host. So.
What do you mean sits there? He is a host. He's a host of Sunday Karma, 10 to noon across ESPN
Based
Wisconsin.
on that show's lineup, I think anyone breathing is a host. There's so many hosts on that show.
But you just said Jen makes you laugh? When? When you're talking to her? When you're listening to her?
Both. I mean, when I talk to her on the phone, or when she texts me, or when I listen to the show, yes. Or even when I watch her facial expressions while Chewy is cooking and Gabe catches himself in a pickle, Jen's facial expressions in those moments when she puts her hat down, leans back, and then puts her hands up like, hey, I have nothing to do with this, even though she's the brilliance behind everything to do with that, obviously. So I would say Jen.
So Jen Latta of 94.5 ESPN's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is the answer for Evan Cohen there. Well, and it's funny now that you mentioned that, getting somebody away from something. I heard earlier on Wilde and Tausch, when you join them on Tuesdays at 9:30, that I probably wouldn't be on the top of anyone's list with ZipRecruiter.
Well, I would say, I am definitely somebody that is thrilled to be on the ZipRecruiter team this week. what would you be on the top of the list? So let's think about this. This is good to play out here for the KBN audience, all right? So ZipRecruiter, if you're looking to hire fast, they're the place to do that. What they have is this unbelievable technology. So when you have a job posting as an employer, but also the potential employee, if you're going on there and you're putting your information, what their technology does is it hustles to find the people with the right skills and experience for the job and invites them to apply. So let's say you're looking for a sales job, hypothetically, in any walk of life. If you put in your information properly and the sales job is available, what ZipRecruiter is going to do is tell you, hey, by the way, this company in Milwaukee is hiring. It fits all of your skills. You should apply. Instead of you having to scroll through everything and apply yourself, ZipRecruiter matches that job with the best candidates so you can focus on what matters. You got to try it today if you're the employer, if you're the employee. ZipRecruiter is the smartest way to hire. So what would be the job for Ben Brust that I would hire, right? If ZipRecruiter, I don't think you could register yourself as a babysitter, right? I've heard stories about you with your daughter, and while you are a great dad, you have some questionable moves, right? Like forgetting that you actually brought your daughter to work instead of school, right? Or daycare. Didn't you have her birthday party at a bar or something like that?
It was at a brewery. I didn't make that plan.
My apologies.
That's my fiance. My fiance scheduled the brewery, so I'm taking myself out of that one.
All right. Well, we're not going to have you as babysitter. What would be a good job for you? Driver. You have a nice car. I think you would be a good driver.
Shout out to Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Go check them out, ZimbrickEuropean.com. So also making the waves is Josh Jacobs down in New Orleans. He said some things, and a lot of people have reacted, obviously, two different ways. He crossed the line, that stays in the locker room, or, hey, I kind of like that he's doing this and calling out the team publicly because, you know what? They need to perform, and they need a real number one wide receiver. Somebody said, hey, if Frank Kaminsky called you out, how would you feel? And Frank Kaminsky was a teammate of mine back at Wisconsin when I played basketball. If that's college, fair or foul here from a professional standpoint for Josh Jacobs to do this out in New Orleans?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, Ben, and I understand why. Like, it shouldn't be taking over your show, which I know it has been, because I think this is a fascinating topic, right? So I talked to Canty about this, who played 11 years in the NFL. He won a Super Bowl, and he was on with Wilde and Tausch yesterday talking about it. And his whole thing was, if he told the guys beforehand that this is how he feels, it's not a big deal if he said it publicly. So I said to Candy today when we were talking about that, I said, I just can't imagine. He's like calling all of these receivers, be like, hey, FYI, I think we need to upgrade. Like, is he calling Watson and Dobbs and Jaden Reed and Wicks and all of these guys? And hopefully I'm getting all these receivers right if I didn't leave anybody out. But, like, is he calling these guys and being like, FYI, I think we need to upgrade, and I'm going to go public with this to put pressure on the organization? I find that hard to believe. But can I give you a conspiracy theory on all of this?
Hit me.
Is this all just to get Devante Adams? Are we just all heading in that direction? We're like, this is all like, there's been so much flirting. Let's make it be known. Get him back. He obviously made a huge mistake in leaving the Packers the first time based on team success elsewhere. Maybe it was best for him financially in his life, whatever. I wouldn't say that his Raiders and Jets career is anything spectacular, obviously. Ben, are we all, I'm fascinated to know your opinion on this. Are we all kind of falling for all the drama and doing the moral, is it right, is it wrong, when all of this is just a setup to get Adams back?
Well, I mean, it would be a good conspiracy theory play because Devante Adams, like you said, has been leaving tea leaves with Kay Adams on the Up and Adams show every single week. And if I'm Goody, I won. I got pieces back for Devante Adams. My team has been in the playoffs. We've been good. And now I'm going to get him in a time in his career where he's going to be hunting a trophy. He can come in as a veteran. He knows the offense. And if these wide receivers aren't as good as people think they are, and even the wide receivers think they are, Devante Adams was known as Butterfingers. So he can also coach these guys up because he wasn't just right away in his first, second year, a guy that just developed. He had other wide receiver leaders, and he can be that guy as a vet who can produce and just, like, it's a perfect match. And I think Goody, who has a lot of pride, is in a spot where he can be like, yeah, I can welcome him back. Like, he wants to come back to me. I won here.
So I think the greatest of managers and leaders don't look at it the way you look at it. I think us as sports fans look at it that way. It's like, who won, right? If you're just a good manager and leader, you're just like, all right, this person's good at their job. Character-wise, they fit the culture, and the price tag is what it is, so I can bring them back. I'm not worried about winning that, right? Because I think you're right. Like, he already won, right? He won with Rodgers. He won with Adams. I don't think that there's any doubt about that at this point. But let me give you a hypothetical. You could have Myles Garrett for 2 first-rounders or Devante Adams for a mid-rounder. You're making the trade. Which one are you making if you're the Packers?
Myles Garrett, hands down.
So 2 first-rounders for Myles Garrett, or let's say a 4th-rounder to the Jets for Devante Adams.
Yeah, and the reason being is, and whether this is right or wrong, it's the track record of Goody's first-round pick since Jordan Love. Lucas Van Ness was picked 1 spot before Will McDonald, who had double-digit sacks, and Lucas Van Ness, who covers the Packers for ESPN, I asked him, like, what would he even be worth? He's like, at best, a 5th-round pick. And you look at Stokes, you look at Devontae Wyatt and Quay Walker, you're like deciding if you want to give these guys 5th-year options. You need these guys to not be decisions on 5th year. You need them to be contributing to a team in which Goody now is saying he has a 3 to 5 year championship window. So I go Garrett right away because maybe I think we overvalue first-round picks sometimes. And I know the only thing that might not happen if this were a scenario is the draft is at Green Bay. And I think they're going to want to make a selection with the draft in Green Bay.
That's very interesting. Who wrote that for you? That was well thought out.
I'm on my game right now as Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike joins me, Ben Brust. I'm Kyle Brust.
Only you would then, instead of making a joke in return, you would then say, no, I'm actually on my game right now. You wouldn't come up with a bit. You wouldn't say Kyle and Brad left their notes for me or Strophe wrote the whole thing. You're just confirming. You're confirming I'm on my game. Like, basically, this is Ben Brust saying, do you realize how many good points I just made? I had a quick answer about Garrett. I said, not only would I want him, I don't trust Goody in the 1st round making the picks, but let me give the counter to the counter. Do they have to think about the marketing, the branding, about making a pick in Green Bay?
You're making me sound really good answer. You know that? Yeah, you're making me sound great.
Yeah, I mean, you're really on your game. If you know what, you should say that about yourself sometimes.
So I also found it interesting as you talked with Willie and Tausch on Tuesday or last Tuesday about how, sometimes there's a bridge coach to a championship, whether that be Mark Jackson to Kerr or Collins to Jackson, right? McDermott for the Bills. What does LaFleur have to do in the playoffs the next 2 years to not be in that camp of, well, maybe he's not the guy? Is it an NFC championship game? Like, what does he have to do to earn the trust of the organization to say, hey, you've been here a long time. You had a Hall of Fame quarterback. We've grown this young team, and you're 3-5 in the playoffs. What does he have to do to not be considered as a guy that we might need to move on from?
Okay, so I have this thing now for the Packers next year. I have kind of my short list of what needs to happen for everything to continue as is. They need to win the division. They need to be a top 2 seed in the NFC. They need to make it to the NFC Championship game. And Jordan Love needs to finish in the top 5 of the MVP next year.
And that's all just for 2025.
Is that unreasonable?
I don't think so. But I think...
basically, I'm saying you need to beat the Lions. Jared Goff was 5th in the MVP last night. Dan Campbell was, a finalist for Coach of the Year. They were in. Oh no, they didn't. They weren't in the conference championship game. All but that, right? They were a top 2 seed in the conference. They won the division. I think it's time for the expectations to start. But the expectations I just gave you, Ben, I'm looking for those characteristics like people can look at with ZipRecruiter, by the way, where you have the best possible technology to find the best job with the best employers and employees. Go to ZipRecruiter.com. Shout out to them for sending us to the big game this week. But
for a driving job.
Yes, that's right. So if you think about the resume, I'm not saying you've got to win it all next year. Love has to be the MVP. LaFleur has to be Coach of the Year, best record of the conference. I'm saying you need to prove you're 1 step away from that next year. Because right now you're 2, 3, 4 steps away, it feels like. Next year it needs to be the year that it was kind of the continuation from 2 years ago that didn't happen this year of quarterback finishes top 5 in the MVP. You're a top 2 team in the conference. You win your division. You go to the NFC Championship game. If you lose the NFC Championship game, I can live with it, depending on how it's done, obviously. But that is what needs to happen next year. And if not, I do not think LaFleur is getting fired. But I think LaFleur becomes this, what this offseason was, for Mike Tomlin to some extent of what's going to happen with him. There was buzz about Sean McDermott in terms of not that he was ever getting fired, but like should there be a mutual parting of ways? We even did that with John Harbaugh. I think LaFleur is 1 year away from that if those things don't happen. Do you disagree?
No, because here's the thing. Everyone
Because I said it?
No, I agree because, you made a good point, but I've also had that thought brewing many times before you said it.
Oh, yeah, no, you had that before me.
Yeah, way before
on a 3-hour radio show every day, 5 days a week in Wisconsin, just to not offer that thought.
I already did. I have audio. Hey, Strofe, play the audio of me saying exactly what Evan Cohen just said. Thanks, Strofe. So, yeah.
That's about it.
I could actually talk more. I'll give you the read option. Do you want Packers or do you want personal problem?
Like personnel or your personal problems?
Personal.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll take your personal problems for $400, Alex.
I was told last night, because I was getting over the flu, that my fiance thinks that she's a champion for not making me go sleep in another bedroom while I had the flu. Is it common to sleep in different beds when your partner has the flu? Because I was under the assumption that, like, when you're together, like, you sleep in the same room.
Yeah, if my wife had the flu, I would literally have no problem, and I would, like, kiss her immediately and be right next to her immediately. Like, I don't care.
She won't kiss me.
But that has nothing to do with the flu.
No, she's claiming the flu, but now I'm starting to get worried it's not the flu, because I'm over the flu, and I was like, babe, I'm over the flu. Can you give me a kiss before bed last night?
I mean, Ben, your hygiene is not ideal, right?
But she's accepted that. She's marrying me.
Yeah.
She's gotten over my nasty feet touching her in the bed.
Right, so she wants credit for not kicking you out of your own bed that you both paid for.
Yeah, maybe you're spelling out the answer for me right there.
Interesting. So now, it's an interesting thing. Like, who is she asking for this credit from? You or for others? Like, is she walking around the office saying that to people?
No, she said it last night, and I wanted to bring it to KBN Nation, first to Evan Cohen for his perspective, and we'll get to that 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line. Is it fair for my fiance to kick me out of the room because I'm sick? I think that's wrong. I think she should be hugging me and embracing me and coddling me because that's what, I need in my life.
But you've asked me to do the same figuratively, and I'm not interested in doing that without the flu.
I figured that. I figured you wouldn't want to be sleeping next to me, as you didn't even pick me to go to the Super Bowl weekend with of any
Did
ESPN
you ask
Wisconsin
me
host.
that question just so I would pick you?
I wanted to know how far down the list I was, and I could tell with how quickly you answered I wasn't even in the thought process of any synapses going on in the brain.
I didn't even know you worked at ESPN Wisconsin until now.
Jeepers Christmas. As Evan Cohen gladly joins us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, this has been his favorite radio hit of all Super Bowl week. Evan, lastly, before we let you go, will the Bucs win another title with Giannis?
I picked them before the season. You know that, right? I did pick them this year. I'm interested in this trade. I love Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton hits big shot after big shot after big shot.
You saw it as a Heat fan.
Yeah, game 1 of that series that overtime game a few years back. There was a point in my basketball fandom where I fell in love with Kyle Kuzma when I was in Vegas for the Summer League. I'm like, who the hell is this guy for the Lakers? He's excellent. So I liked him a lot at one point. This is a gutsy trade. This is a trade that obviously the Dame one was unbelievably risky. And people can say risky, you get Dame Lillard. Yeah, because Drew Holiday was so important with Giannis. I think what we've learned with Giannis is, do you fit with him perfectly? Because if you fit with him perfectly, look out. Like, look out. I think there's a chance that maybe Kuzma could. The problem is he has not played great basketball this year. And then, so now you ask the question, is he not playing great basketball because he's not great at basketball anymore? Or because he was on one of the worst teams in the league in the Washington Wizards? I think, even though I picked them this year, in the Luka world that we now live in, you probably almost by default have to say it is more likely than not he does not win another championship with the Bucks than does win one. But I'm comfortable in my pick from before the season. So until they don't win it all, I'm okay with that. I'm okay I'm okay being wrong.
I respect you standing on it, but it feels like when you're trying to find reasons for Kyle Kuzma to be somebody like really good, it's usually not a great sign.
What would you not have made that trade? What would you have done? So knowing now that they were willing to give up Middleton, obviously. They were willing to give up Beauchamp. They were willing to give up DeLon Wright. Who else did they give up over the last couple of days? And I forgot off the top of my head.
AJ Johnson.
Yeah, they gave up him. Knowing that those are the pieces you gave up, what would you have done?
I probably, here's what I'll tell you. I don't think any of this mattered because you are a Patriots fan. And Bill Belichick is the king of getting rid of somebody 1 year early before it's too late. Brooke Lopez, Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis, Pat Connaughton, all those guys were a part of a core. And what I'm intrigued about is how much involvement Giannis has, because if Giannis didn't want those guys to leave, this kind of falls on him, because they could have got a lot more players a year ago or 2 years ago if they would have done something, and then they could have built a team around Giannis to win another championship. But now it just feels like it's just like a slow death to an eventual flat line where they're not going to win another championship with Giannis.
Yeah, so what I would have done, answering the question that I just asked you, what you would have done, what I would have done is, and this is a huge risk, I would have tried to get Jimmy without extending him. And if he wanted to burn the house down after the season, let him burn the house down on an expiring contract. I would have tried to use Jimmy as the rental versus Kuzma, because then I know if I can't win with that group, I'm going to have to blow it up anyway. And that's when those trades conversations start, not with Giannis, but with Dame.
Yeah, but sources tell me that I don't know if that's something Giannis would have liked.
Sources tell you? You're a sources tell me guy now?
Yeah, I broke the news on the Packers-Steelers September 28th date in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, my God. You should ask for a raise. You got the date of a football game in Ireland? Oh, my God. Congratulations, Ben. Hold on. Let me call. I'm going to literally be with Schefter in a little bit here for a podcast event he has. Let me see if you're available to actually do this instead.
He tweeted today that there's going to be an NFL event in Dublin, Ireland. I already have the date and the opponents, and he's saying there's going to be a game in Dublin. I'm already 10 steps ahead of Schefter. Pat on the back to me.
Wow. Humble. You're humble. Very humble.
Very, very.
You know what? Who knew? Everybody in the world seems to need ZipRecruiter to find a better job and better candidates. I guess Ben Brust is the one person who's above it all. Doesn't need ZipRecruiter. He got the perfect job. He's a perfect employee. I mean, that's it. I guess Ben Brust. Everybody else, ZipRecruiter, ZipRecruiter.com is the smartest way to hire.
Cut that. I'm sending it to management for this so-called raise I won't be getting.
Not doing that.
Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike, thanks for joining. Myself, Ben Brust, with no Kyle Wallace, who God knows where he is, and Brad Nortman soaking up the sun. Enjoy New Orleans, and thank you for the time.
Thank you, Ben.
All I want to know from that is 800-990-3776. Is my fiance in the right for wanting to kick me out of the room?
Yes, absolutely. You should have offered to leave the room.
All right, we'll hit that next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman, and I'm inviting you to Tsunami Express's grand opening in Oak Creek on February 12th at 6900 South 27th Street next to Menards. From February 12th to the 23rd, enjoy free washes and get your first month of unlimited washes for just $5. That's less than the price of a single wash. Plus, 100% of the proceeds benefit Special Spaces Wisconsin, creating dream bedrooms for kids with cancer. Don't miss KBN Live from 2 to 5 p.m. on Friday, February 14th. Come say hi, get your car washed, and support a great cause.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
Progressive knows we all crave validation.
Girl, you are not 37.
I would have guessed 27.
You guys are too sweet.
Sure, dewy skin.
Terrific. Is something wrong, Ned?
Why would you ask? Just because today marks my 10th anniversary without a car accident or even a speeding ticket? But somehow, tonight's all about your skincare. Wow.
With Snapshot from Progressive, you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. And that's all the validation you need. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
Order for Jennifer C. Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve? Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine? Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Oh, really? That's great. Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Yeah, you just said that. Did you say I just said that? Yeah, I'm cutting you off. I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. National Liquor Mart is packed with deals for all your beverage needs, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
The Bucks snapped a 4-game losing skid with a 112-102 victory over the Charlotte Hornets. Milwaukee was without Giannis, who walked off the court just before tip-off with tightness in his left calf. The team is also without Chris Middleton, who was traded earlier in the day to Washington. Damian Lillard led the way with a double-double, a game-high 29 points and 12 assists.
Now gets that re-screen from Brooke. Step back three, left wing, hand in his face. Doesn't matter for Dame, as he'll hit his third three of the ball game. 21 points for Lillard.
Bobby Portis finished with a double-double of his own, 23 points and 17 rebounds. The 27 and 22 Bucks wrap up their 3-game road trip Friday night against the Atlanta Hawks.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
Don't miss a day of non-stop basketball action at the Deer District Prep Showcase on Saturday, February 8th at Fiserv Forum. Catch all the exciting plays as 10 high school boys basketball teams hit the court. Watch 5 games featuring State Power Kettle Moraine along with Nicolay, Milwaukee Juneau, Kohler, Sun Prairie East, and Racine Park. General admission tickets are just $15 and are valid for all 5 games. See the full schedule and get your tickets today at FiservForum.com. Be there for the Deer District Prep Showcase on Saturday, February 8th.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I did sing this song at weddings, and I've been feeling really good about myself today, but I still cannot get a kiss from my fiance because she still thinks I'm sick.
You shouldn't get a kiss.
It was 7 days ago.
Hey, dog, the way you was coughing up a lung when I was trying to walk up out of here and all that phlegm, and you said, I said, oh, hell, I had to cover my face to walk up out of here.
I can't come hug you.
I can't. No.
No.
I can't.
I will report you.
No. I can't. You cannot hug me
right now.
We're gonna sue your ass. No, I can't get sick. I was told I cannot get sick.
Yeah, because now she's asking everybody if, like, it's 50-50 right now. I'm with Evan Cohen, who joined us on the Sportsman. Like you missed it, watch back on YouTube or WisconsinOnDemand.com. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe. If you're sick and you are with that person, like, you're already sharing the household.
Nah.
Like, what's the difference if you're sleeping next to each other if you have the flu?
Are you kidding me? What's the difference? You sweat when you sleep. You're next to each other. You may cough when you asleep. When you walk, or stinky Ben is right. But you can walk around and avoid people. People can quarantine and be in a certain bedroom to avoid others, right? And when you sleep with somebody, you don't know what you're doing when you're tossing and turning at night and breathing your stank, nasty night breath on somebody. No.
Yeah, so on the Carpet Talk and text line, John chimes in. Your fiance shouldn't kick you out of the bedroom when you're sick. You should realize for the protection of your fiance that you're going to sleep somewhere else. It's on you.
Yep, it is on you. You got to be a better man, Ben. You got to be a better fiance.
The rule for germs is anybody in the same household as you is already living in an enclosed area with those germs.
How you get on the in?
reading's not a strong suit.
I see.
Those germs, so you just have to take caution. Only people outside the house are the people that you should be worried about. We all live in the same home.
My dad got really sick before the pandemic. He had like a flu or something like that. My mom still swears he was one of the first ones to have it. And still to this day, she was telling a story yesterday.
Why'd you just scream that?
Because that's the way she said it. He was the first ones to have it here in Wisconsin, though he was not. But she still complains. She still literally complained to me yesterday about the fact that.
So this is starting to add up. You're just like your mother.
Oh, I am. My mom said she came.
Oh my gosh, he's the first one to have it.
No, she came home. She said he was laid up in bed, coughing and sick. Don't get me sick. So I agree. You shouldn't be around people when you sick like that.
Is your mother always that loud?
Oh, you don't know my mom.
I would like to meet her. It sounds.
I actually picture her as somebody who's very like.
Before.
Yeah, you're right. She was at our first show ever at Maddie's Bar and Grill.
Ain't seen her since.
And she felt to me like a very like soft-spoken person.
Oh yeah, Miss Mama Wallace is not. She's a lot of energy. If you get around her and her sisters and my aunties, it's a good time.
Watch out.
Oh yeah, very offensive too. Sometimes I love it.
Very offensive.
Very offensive.
Oh yeah.
What families aren't offensive when they're all together?
That's a good point.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, so I am right there with your fiance. You should definitely be away from her. And again, the way that you've been coughing these last couple of days, I'm concerned for myself to be around you because I don't want to get sick.
I want to know if what Evan said is fair because I'm still dissecting that. The way he's looking at the 2025 Green Bay Packers is as such. They need to win the division. Jordan Love needs to be top 5 in MVP voting. They need to, there's 4 of them. Strofe, why don't you just play the audio? Do we have that audio? I'm not going to try and remember something I can't remember when I can just let Evan Cohen tell me himself.
So I have this thing now for the Packers next year. I have kind of my like short list of what needs to happen for everything to continue as is. They need to win the division. They need to be a top 2 seed in the NFC. They need to make it to the NFC Championship game. And Jordan Love needs to finish in the top 5 of the MVP next year.
Is that fair? Is that fair for the 2025 Green Bay Packers? Win the division, top 2 seed in the playoffs, NFC Championship game, and Jordan Love, top 5 in MVP voting. There's a couple, I want to pick at because I think the standard is fair, but I also want to pick at it because all 4 things are tough to accomplish. Because even when he was giving the example, he's like, what the Lions did. The Lions didn't make it to an NFC Championship game. But I think they're probably still excited about the success that they could have next year. We'll be back in 2 minutes discussing this with you. 800-990-3776. The Evan Cohen 2025 Packers standard. Is it fair that they have to win the division, be a top 2 seed in the playoffs, go to an NFC Championship game, and Jordan Love needs to finish top 5 in MVP voting? That's next. Woo! Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sport called Screamin' Sicilian's Holy Pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian, taste what all the screamin' is about.
Get ready for the grooviest celebration of the year. Join us at American Place Casino for our Woodstock and Wildflowers 2-year anniversary bash on Saturday, February 15th. We're giving away $50,000 in cash and free play with winners drawn every 15 minutes from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Participate in our costume drawing for a chance to win $500 in free play. Come celebrate our 2-year anniversary. Don't miss out on all the fun promotions and live entertainment. Peace, love, and big jackpots await. Visit AmericanPlace.com for more details.
Must be 21 years of age or older. Keyword something known as a gambling problem. Prices, counseling, and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Casey and Philly are ready to kick off. The question is, are you ready? HD TVs in every room. Check. The grill ready to fire up. Check. Chips, dips, check. Now the real planning begins. A trip to Discount Liquor to stock up for the biggest football game of the year. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Is beer on the menu? We'll set you up with your favorite or recommend something new. We have over 2,000 to choose from. What about liquor? Our variety is unmatched, as is our selection of wine. So if you want it, we've got it. Discount Liquor is your personal party headquarters. Discount Liquor has everything you need, all at the lowest prices in town. Come see us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Open daily 9 to 9 and Sundays 10 to 2. Online at discountliquorinc.com.
Discount Liquor.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
No Brad Nortman, but it is Ben Brust and Kyle Wallace with Alex Strofe running the show. Let's see who's hanging out on a Friday with us at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Studios.
How's it going?
We got Chrissy. Are you still under supervision from Ryan Wollersheim?
Ryan actually just came in here, and right as you were queuing to me, and he turned and he goes, "Hey, you're up." I'm like, "What?"
You're not actively listening?
Well, I was trying to get you guys on the air, of course.
All right, good. All right, we'll give her a passing grade for
she was in the potting the music down there phase when you hit her up.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "They're throwing to me." What? That means she wasn't listening.
That's what I'm saying.
She was focused. She's training. You gotta
Kyle's
have grace.
such a nice person.
No, you gotta have grace.
I guess, you know what? I have been beefing too much around here at ESPN Wisconsin. Happy Friday, Chrissy. Suck it, Ryan Wollersheim. Good luck finding a date for the.
I thought you were done beefing.
This isn't beef. This is real life. He hasn't had a date in 3 years. That's not beef. That's just truth. Great drop in, everybody. 800-990.
Especially by you.
Yeah, I know. I'm crushing it. 800-990-3776 is the carbless talk and text line. Less is more. Is that fair? Is that fair? Kyle, is it fair? Division back after the Lions have won it 2 years. A top 2 seed, in which the Lions and the Eagles were this year. An NFC Championship game appearance, which the Commanders and obviously the Eagles were in this year. And Jordan Love, top 5 in the MVP voting.
Yeah, at some point, the Green Bay Packers are going to have to take that next step, right? And they did not take the next step this season. And if they do not take it next season, then everybody's going to question whether or not this team is for real. So the expectations that Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike put out there for Jordan Love, I think as a team, the Green Bay Packers should be chasing the NFC North next year. They need to get back to the top because what they did this past season, going 1-5 in their division, is not good enough, and it's completely unacceptable for the Packers to have that. They need to be able to show next year is that they are going to be one of the better teams in the NFL, and what they can do to do that on that path is winning the division because it proves something, because they do have something to prove. Winning divisions don't mean too much in Green Bay, but when you're a football team like the Green Bay Packers, which has not won a division in multiple years now, and then you got put out in the playoffs in the first round last year, you haven't been to an NFC Championship in a little bit of a while here, you need to start making some statements. So I think everything Evan Cohen said, is doable for the Green Bay Packers, especially finishing top 5.
I want to get away from the narrative that the division isn't important because
it's important now.
But even the last 2 years, I would still say, like, as we've now seen the team be the 7 seed 2 years in a row, like, it's just not the past. And I guess me and Stevie Sports Cards are just on different sides of the world right now. The reason why Evan Cohen's standards are dumb is because the Packers could theoretically win a Super Bowl with none of them happening. That alone makes them lame bullet points. The 2010 Packers were almost none of those. The difference is the 2010 Packers had Aaron Rodgers, a plethora of weapons, and a defense that was very, very good.
Veteran-laden defense.
And let's just play this out again. We've now seen that a 7 seed has to go on the road 3 straight games. And then to JD and Fondy, do you really need to be a top 5 for MVP? It doesn't really help the playoff seed at all. I would say that based off Jordan Love performing at a higher level would lead to more wins for this team.
I mean, when you look at the top guys who were in MVP voting this year, Josh Allen team was a 2 seed, I believe. Yeah, and Lamar Jackson 3 seed, Saquon Barkley 2 seed, Jared Goff 1 seed, right? Like the better you perform, the better your high-end player is.
It's the most important position. Whether it's a wins or a QB set or not, the correlation of your team being good and your and MVP votes is basically saying you are elevating your team
to another level,
helping your overall franchise get to a higher place.
All these guys who finished top 5, top 6 were in the playoffs, except for Joe Burrow, who had a great year. But when you look at Jordan Love and you look at this season, if Jordan Love finished top 5 in MVP voting this year, do you think the Green Bay Packers are a 7 seed? Yes or no?
Not a chance.
If Jordan Love finished top 5 in the MVP, the Packers may actually have won the NFC North. So it can be a huge difference of how good your quarterback is playing and what that will indicate of how good your football team is. Joe Burrow is an anomaly. I mean, that football team had a lot of weapons. They just couldn't win close games early on during the football season. But at the end of the day, we want Jordan Love to take the next step, and for me, take the next step is being top 5 in MVP. If he's going to be the franchise player that we expect him to be,
Ooh, I got a fun
if he's
game.
going to be the guy that everybody wants him to be, then he has to be top 5.
Hit the football music, Strofe. You're a part of this too. Rank these 4 in order of your importance. Actually, I don't think that works. Bad idea. Obviously, it all correlates.
I don't know. I can turn bad stuff into great with the help of Strofe.
What's going on?
Obviously, I would just be like NFC Championship game number 1 because that just means you're one game closer to the Super Bowl. But I like you win the division. It correlates.
Look,
you win the division, you're going to be a top 2 seed likely based off the performance of the team.
It's the only way Love is
and then you're putting yourself in a better chance to be in the NFC Championship game. And with that, Love ends up at the top 5 of MVP.
If you don't win the division, Love's not going to be top 5 in MVP.
No, he's not. He's not. Not at all.
Because it goes to one of the best teams every year. Right?
My thing is this: why are Green Bay Packers fans scared of expectations? This is year 3 of this football
it's time
team.
for
now.
expectations.
It's time for us to say, okay, let's take the training wheels off. You need to be a big boy. You need to ride this 2-wheeler. And the Green Bay Packers need to have higher expectations for their franchise quarterback, and we need to have higher expectations for this overall roster next year. I'm not going to settle for a 7 seed. I'm not going to settle for losing to basically 5 of your 6 losses this year, being to really good football teams, right? Or 4 of your 5 losses, being to really good football teams this year. I'm not dealing with that.
I like the expectations, and I like the shift of the mindset of Packer fans actually not being too scared of these because, again, if you want to compete for championships, these are the list isn't that scary when you think about what you need to do to win a championship. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe here. The big game props and preview. We usually do a little Green Bay props and preview. The big game props and preview. Strofe's got thousands from Potawatomi Casino Hotel where you can go and place any of those wagers. Make sure you go 2,000 square foot video wall. They're going to have tons of energy. If you love atmosphere, 2,000 square foot video wall, great food. You can walk around. You can do whatever you want. Yes, Kyle.
Did I see they had all you can eat on Sunday? Is that Strofe? Is that?
Yeah, the brand new annex, which is just left of the sportsbook at Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Tables for $40, 3 drink tickets, all you can eat. It's an amazing deal. Best deal in the state.
Look at these guys. They're doing my live read for me. It's amazing.
Oh, my God.
Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Check it out. We get you ready for the big game with the big game props and previews. Don't go anywhere. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Dick Van Dyke, real quick on the cha-cha slide ACL, says she was carried out by all 5 of us. 5 people?
That's a big girl. Big girl. Yeah, that's a big girl who did cha-cha.
Stop it, Kyle.
What you mean? 5 of them had to carry. That's a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Starting off with a nice quiet ride around the area. I'm not really seeing any delays right now. Volume is, relatively light. It's pretty standard for this time of day, but everybody seems to be moving along at a pretty good clip. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. They know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ for Storm King forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 25. Tomorrow, light snow to the south of I-94 will get less than to the north. 1 inch to the north could be 1 to 3 inches, a high of 32. Make this Valentine's Day special. Shop local and trust Welke's Milwaukee Florist. go to welkes.com. That's WELKES.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
What happens when you mix a three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry. Are you guys being serious? You guys can't put too much.
I got it.
That's
I
pretty
did not
big.
get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turtle. Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you too, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey guys, Josh DiMaggio here. Don't be like me and wait till the last minute. Valentine's Day is almost here. Impress that special someone with a handcrafted bouquet from Flowers for Dreams. Order a bouquet online at flowersfordreams.com or visit their Walker's Point location. Use code ESPN at checkout for 15% off your bouquet, or this year, try something new with tickets to their date night open studio workshop on Friday, February 14th. Every Valentine's bouquet benefits an amazing local Milwaukee charity. That's flowersfordreams.com, code ESPN.
Love is in the air at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This February, play to your heart's content in the Love It or Leave It $300,000 game show. Thursday nights, you could love your prize or leave it for another. For a chance to cuddle up to thousands in cash and prizes, just play using your rewards card. Get ready to love it or leave it. Only at Potawatomi. Learn more at PaysBig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One Collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One Collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One Collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Wisconsin is still cattle country, and that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The Princeton Club is a fantastic place for you to further your health, because what they want you to feel is that you're part of a strong community. You can have a strong body and a strong mind. And you combine all those things, and you can achieve a goal for a better tomorrow. And it takes us one small step. Was that Neil Armstrong?
On the moon?
One small step for mankind, or was that the president who said it?
I think that was Armstrong.
Whatever it is, all you have to do is take your small step and get started at the Princeton Club. Matty Hayes has done it. I've done it. Madison Hayes 24 on Instagram, that is. Find your better tomorrow at New Berlin or the 8 Madison locations. It's honestly the best place. Free childcare with the membership. I love that with baby daughter. Check out the Prince Club. Huh?
That was Neil.
Was it Neil?
Yeah, you got it right.
Nailed it. Prince Club for a better tomorrow. All right, let's get ready for the big game. Is there a lot of juice for this big game?
I'm pretty fired up. I'm not going to lie to you.
Really?
I don't know if I'm fired up, but I'm really excited.
You're not a real Packers fan.
What do you mean you don't know if you're fired up, but you're really excited? Isn't that the same
I have a lot
thing?
being really excited. I have a lot of money on the game.
Here's an idea. Why don't you give me half the money you were going to bet? Then we'll go out back, I'll kick you in the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
Gather round, fans. It's time for the GBPP MVP? Kyle, Brust, and Nortman are here to tell you how they plan to lose their money this weekend. This is the Green Bay Props and Preview.
Kind of, as Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace are here with you. Strophy's going to take us through the big game props and preview.
I sure am, and we will start with some novelties. How's that sound?
Nice word.
It is a nice word. Let's start with the coin toss. Heads or tails?
What are we at, 75 a person?
75 each.
No, we said we're going to
Dang, you'll put 75 each on the coin
Well,
toss?
let's make it 75.
Well, how much
That's
do you...
what it was. What are you doing?
Just
Was
you
it
and me?
lower? Yeah, just you and me.
I thought it was 100.
You've got tails, I've got heads.
Yep.
So, you guys are...
Heads has happened 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls.
Tails never fails, baby.
Tails never fails is what
Except
I'm going
3
with.
of the last 4 Super Bowls.
Question, so you guys are with each other, or are you guys actually trying to figure out how do you win this money?
I mean, you can actually bet this one at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I already have other bets in there. But
They are both minus 103.
minus 103, which is, by the way, Pato gave you great odds. I've had, before, legal sports betting, I've seen, websites with, minus 115 on both sides of this stealing juice. Minus 103 is really nice for the coin toss. Thank you, Pato. Yeah, don't show that
I've got a
barcode.
Let's go, Pato. My head slip right here.
All right, what else we got?
All right, player receiving. Let's go with A.J. Brown. His line is 69.5 yards. Nice.
I think that's inflated.
Really?
Because the first two games he was non-existent. He didn't have he had 1 catch, then 2 catch, and then he obviously had a really good game against the Commanders. Chiefs are pretty stingy, even without Xavier Sneed, who was their guy last year. I think both. I've had this guy's name forever right. Why am I getting it wrong?
I don't know.
I tell you, it's definitely not
It's not
Xavier.
Xavier. I was like, who is that?
I know what it is.
Give me a hint.
La.
Uh-oh. I didn't notice that much as I thought I did.
Is it Ladarius or Legarius?
Legarius Sneed.
Yeah.
Well, he's gone. In either way, I don't know. I just feel like I'm like an under guy in this game. I have at 49.5, and it's down to 48.5, so I have some value. I think this is going to be a defensive struggle. This isn't going to be a shootout, in my opinion. And it's going to be run the ball, grind it out. Not a lot of huge, big plays unless it's Saquon. So I got under on AJ here.
69.5 for A.J. Brown, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm going to go under as well, just because I think Ben said it right. This Chiefs defense is a very, very stingy defense. The cornerback that they do have,
Right, they're not great.
Yeah.
They're just stingy.
They always
Great coordinator.
Great coordinator. Even though Sneed is gone, Big Duffy is still in there, and he's basically
Troy
stepped up.
Bolton.
So
Just kidding. I know it's not.
They absolutely just are a good defense, and I know they know how to stop guys, and so I definitely think it's an under on this one.
Yes, Ernie, real quick. Love to shout out Gabe Neitzel. He was on the call for the Milwaukee Bucks last night.
Sure was. That's 3 games this regular season in the last 2 weeks for Gabe Neitzel. Attaboy, Gabe. 60.5 for Travis Kelce receiving. It's got to be over, right? It's got to be.
He's either going to have 25 yards or 100.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this right now. This is easy money. This is a steal. I'm just going to tell you, this is an absolute steal.
But their pass defense is the best in the NFL.
This is the Super Bowl, and when this is going to be a close game, right?
Yeah.
And in close games, what do? You depend on who?
I think Mahomes is going to depend on his legs more than he's going to just throw the football.
Travis Kelce. Matter of fact, I might have to go to Potter, or I'll be at Potter on Sunday. I'm putting money on this one.
Oh, that's right. I can put more bets.
Yeah, I'm putting money on this one because this is a guarantee in my book is that you are going to depend on the guy that you believe. Even last year.
Say it with confidence. What is this, Kyle?
No, this is easy money.
No. More confident.
Easy money. You got to take it.
All right.
Because even last year, he stepped up in a big way.
Yep. Always does in the big game, it seems. How about this one? Saquon Barkley, the offensive player of the year.
120-something?
12.5 rushing yards.
So here's my thing with Saquon. He continues to just hit these overs, and longest rush of the game, continues to go up, and it didn't scare me. Actually had it on the 26.5 number, and again, I would say, if you're going to do Saquon, just go over on everything, right? If you lose, it'll be all right, the Eagles are idiots. They didn't find a way to utilize the offensive player of the year, right? I like the total rushing and receiving because he hasn't been a huge pass catcher, but with 2 weeks to repair, I think Spagnuolo is going to be like, all right, we got to shut down the run. I wouldn't be surprised if they get him involved in screens and more passing. He's over under 1.5 catches, 12.5 yards. I love over 12.5 yards catching for Saquon Barkley. I love that. That's one screen and a burst, and he's gone.
Yeah, it looks like they allow over 100 yards on the ground this year, which is pretty decent in the NFL. Makes it top 10, but you're talking about a guy with
solid.
Yeah, you're talking about a guy with Saquon Barkley getting chopped up on the ground in the playoffs, even though they've been able to win. I think they're going to have to lean heavy on Saquon. Jalen Hurts as well going to have to use his legs as well because they're going to do everything they can to win a football game, and Saquon has to touch the rock.
The game MVP. I hope you've got your pad and paper handy. Patrick Mahomes plus 105.
I did these on the weekly wager. I'm already ready for the answer.
Saquon Barkley plus 250. Jalen Hurts plus 350. Everybody else is 4 digits or higher.
You know who I like?
Hurts.
You know who I think may have a big game? Xavier Worthy.
Plus 4,000.
The problem with Xavier Worthy is they give it to the quarterback. James White had the most amazing game, and they still gave it to Brady.
He scored 20 points.
20 points.
3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
So here's why I like
see a
Hurts.
pop.
All it takes is a passing touchdown from him, 2 tush pushes, or a tush push and a couple of passing touchdowns. Because there was 10 times this year they came down to the 1. Those don't go to Saquon. They give them to the tush push.
But, I mean, Saquon.
So I just think there's value on Hurts being the third guy.
Real quick plug, by the way, James White on today's Mr. Irrelevant. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts.
Nice.
Fantastic. Thanks for interrupting me. But Saquon Barkley
started at 12:30, by the way. Kyle.
Good to know. I'm glad people know. 12:30.
Kyle doesn't know, but glad people know.
Yeah, I'm glad people know. But yeah, Saquon Barkley had 3 rushing touchdowns in the NFC Championship game, I believe,
and Hurts had 2.
And Saquon Barkley is a big name, right? I feel like if it comes down to it, I'm choosing Saquon over Jalen because if they win this football game, more than likely that means Saquon had a great game. Jalen probably did decently well, but all the hype is around the guy who finished top 3 in NFL MVP race. And so I think Saquon will get the MVP if the Eagles do win.
I just like the plus 350. I think you're right. I just think there's some value in plus 350 for Hurts because if he does throw 2 passing touchdowns, get a tush push, that's 3 total touchdowns. So you got to give it to him.
All right, I'm trying to find, because Pato is not offering Kendrick Lamar first songs at halftime.
I don't even know his songs.
I was trying to tell people this.
Humble.
I love him.
Humble, plus 160. Not like us, plus 380. Squabble Up, plus 430. DNA, plus 500.
For first song?
For first song.
Not like us.
No, it's gonna be.
You can say no because I don't know.
No, it's probably gonna be some off-brand song. Probably something from Black Panther mixtape.
Okay, fair enough. Last one for you, fellas. The point spread is -1 in favor of the Chiefs. Who do you
I already grabbed
like?
the money line at plus 110. It's already down to even money at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I like the Eagles in this one, plus 110.
Wow, Benny on the Eagles. Kyle.
Here's my thing. I think that if the Chiefs hadn't won the Super Bowl the last 2 years, and this was just and I know they have, right?
Is this like roulette?
No.
If it hadn't gone right the last 2 times.
What do you get in the in the big game? Public bettors, people who are going to see the Chiefs and want the Chiefs and are rooting for the Chiefs. So it's just a line in which I think they're going to get a lot of people going for the Chiefs. If this was a Super Bowl by itself and neither of them had won consecutives, I think the Eagles would be favored in this game. So I just think there's value.
Yeah, I like the Eagles, but I'm not going to go with them because I'm a hater, and so I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes and Andy.
I get it. I can't do it. I'm doing it, though. I don't know why. Gosh. You want to have a great Friday?
KB la la la.
Gina Della Papella is in studio with us next.
La la la.
And caller 8 will win a Screamin' Sicilian Frozen Pizza Friday prize pack. Frozen Pizza Friday is today, folks. So make sure you be caller 8, 800-990-3776. And as I have mentioned, Kyle, did you run? Did you scream for the incredible buy one, get one at your favorite Screamin' Sicilian brands at Pick and Save and Metro Market?
You got to.
Taste what all that screaming is about. The offer lasts February 5th through the 18th, but be caller 8, 800-990-3776 for a Screamin' Sicilian Pizza prize pack. The one, the only, Gina Della from Pella joins us next. Oh, she's amazing.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Women ask you, do you love me? Why do you love me?
Wait, why am I always the one doing that? Tell me why you love me, baby. I need you to make me feel better.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Westbound 94 has got a little bit of a backup right now from about 35th Street all the way through to Hawley Road. Same thing for the eastbound side. Southbound 41 slowing from Silver Spring down to Hampton. A little bit slow on 43 southbound 2 heading right through the Marquette over the high-rise bridge. Then you're back on the brakes from Lapham all the way down towards the KK River crossing. Make this Valentine's Day special. Shop local and trust Welke's Milwaukee Florist. Go to welkes.com. That's WELKES.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storking forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 25. Tomorrow's light snow, mostly the heavy stuff to the north of I-94. High of 32 from the WTMJ Traffic Center. I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Experience the timeless charm of the Knickerbocker on the Lake, Milwaukee's premier boutique hotel. With its stunning architecture and modern comforts, every detail tells a story. Whether it's a romantic getaway, a business trip, or simply a night away, you'll find elegance, history, and a warm welcome waiting for you. The Knickerbocker on the Lake, where every moment feels like a chapter from the past, written just for you. Visit knickerbockeronthelake.com to book your stay today. An unforgettable getaway awaits.
Don't miss a day of non-stop basketball action at the Deer District Prep Showcase on Saturday, February 8th at Fiserv Forum. Catch all the exciting plays as 10 high school boys basketball teams hit the court. Watch 5 games featuring State Power Kettle Moraine along with Nicolay, Milwaukee Juneau, Kohler, Sun Prairie East, and Racine Park. General admission tickets are just $15 and are valid for all 5 games. See the full schedule and get your tickets today at FiservForum.com. Be there for the Deer District Prep Showcase on Saturday, February 8th.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Casey and Philly are ready to kick off. The question is, are you ready? HD TVs in every room. Check. The grill ready to fire up. Check. Chips, dips, check, check. Now the real planning begins. A trip to Discount Liquor to stock up for the biggest football game of the year. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Is beer on the menu? We'll set you up with your favorite or recommend something new. We have over 2,000 to choose from. What about liquor? Our variety is unmatched, as is our selection of wine. So if you want it, we've got it. Discount Liquor is your personal party headquarters. Discount Liquor has everything you need, all at the lowest prices in town. Come see us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Open daily 9 to 9 and Sundays 10 to 2. Online at DiscountLiquorInc.com.
Discount Liquor.
What makes the Pell experience so exceptional, something you won't find anywhere else? Come see us at the Nary Spring Home Improvement Show, February 14th through the 16th. There's never been a better time to experience Pella in person and get all your questions answered. Find out why Pella has the best wood warranty in the industry. Learn about our incredible design team with an ability to customize windows to match your unique home, and how our professional installers work fast and year-round. The timing is impeccable. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is now offering windows as low as $22 per month and doors as low as $89 per month. You also have no worries thanks to Pella's 10-year installation warranty. Book your in-home consultation at the show and receive a complimentary DesignWorks consultation and Pella Care inspection. That's February 14th through the 16th at the Nary Spring Home Improvement Show. We'd love to see you there. Get windows as low as $22 per month and doors as low as $89 per month at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
This heart of mine has been hurt before. This time I wanna be sure.
This from the request of Gina Della from Pella.
Who is this? I feel like I know this voice.
Who
Who is it?
Oh my God, you guys! I didn't know that's what you were asking. This is the song my husband tried making the moves on me.
Wow! Hey!
It worked.
Clearly,
And he's like, I love you.
One of his offspring is sitting in the back next to Alex Strofe.
Yeah, Austin, I'm sorry you have to hear this. And he's like, I love you. I go, you do not know love. I love Dandy Sharon. I'll tell you what love is.
And here we are.
And here we are.
And here we are with Gina Della on Kyle, Brust, and
KB,
Nortman.
la, la, la.
KB La La La.
Today's going to be whatever sneaks out beyond la 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 la.
Oh, we'll get there when we get there.
Hey, you got the hearts on too?
I got the hearts. It's Heart Day. It's American Heart Day.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, I did see our neighbors in our offices, the Heart Association,
I
were all
thought they
wearing
was
red.
just getting ready for Valentine's Day.
No, it's the #1 killer
I don't
of
think
women.
that's what they're doing.
Oh, is heart failure?
Cardiac is the #1 killer of women.
I did not know that.
Oh,
See, you educated.
I taught you
You came on here to talk about wonderful windows.
Joy and celebration.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, Gina is on 620 WTMJ on Saturdays at 6:30. How the heck is a non-morning person are you going to pull that off?
Oh my God, it is AM, and thank God for all of you that it turns into a. Do you say it turns into a podcast? How do you say that? What do you say?
It turns into a podcast. That's what it does.
What would you say, Kyle?
I would just say make sure you go back to, if you miss it at 6 o'clock in the morning,
6:30
on 6:30 on 620 WTMJ. Don't front, because you can always download the
Don't
620.
what?
Fraught?
Whatever you want to do past this.
You know, it's funny. Gina
go
told me
download the app and we can listen.
As she's
Have you
hosting,
had a carbless?
I wish I had.
Okay.
I gotta wait a little bit more.
800-990-3776, the Carbless talking text line. Gina.
Oh my God, I love carbless.
Oh.
Can I just have a moment of silence for carbless? Let's have a moment.
What are we putting on?
It's changed your life.
It's a good silence. When I did that with Toe, she's like, we're happy. I go, I know, it's a happy silence.
Happy
All right,
silence.
happy silence. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
That wasn't
No,
silence, but
silence,
no. That's the Gina version of happy silence.
I can't get quieter than that.
I love it. That's as quiet as you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
Gina Della from Pella.
Killing me.
You stopped over the Brust household this morning.
Oh my God, I did. It was amazing. I got welcomed by Bentley and Bruce and handsome Ben with his new haircut and his amazing new entry door and windows.
I mean, the new entry door is absolutely beautiful. The windows are beautiful, and I'll be putting out a video because Gina and I, we are content creators, let me tell you. Give us an iPhone, that's all we need. Now, first, let's get this out of the way, because there's never a better time to call Pella and get your questions answered, because literally that's how this process started for me. Is I called and I said, hey, can we send Joe Franco or anyone from the team? And you graciously brought yourself and your presence, and the presentation wasn't a presentation, it was an education. I learned about the windows and how it's going to, when it's hot outside with the heat lamp, how you feel the difference between your window right now and what we're going to put in, and how that's going to save you on energy costs. I was like, ding, ding, ding. Yes, I do. Oh, what about the beauty and the warranties? Pella makes everything from Pella. You get it right from the source.
From Pella. And you know what? I love that you brought up the appointment, because it is an education and people don't understand it. And for most people, their biggest investment's their home. So we need you to listen for 90 minutes.
And make sure you visit the Nari Spring Home Improvement Show the 14th through the 16th, because you can get windows as low as $22 per month, doors as low as $89 a month, and rest easy, folks, like I have, the 10-year installation warranty. So book the consultation, say KB La La La, visit PellaWI.com.
Oh, I dare you to say KB La La La. KB La La La.
If they say KB La La La, you said with me that you will give them a little bit extra.
I did say with you. Oh, I dare someone to come up, because I will be there and hear KB La La La.
Nari Home
La La
Show.
La.
KB La La La, and Gina will give you a big
KB
hug,
La La La.
and then you'll set up an appointment. You'll learn about wherever you're at, starter home, remodel, lifetime home, and they'll fit your goals, your budget, everything. They did it for me. Like, literally, I'm living proof. I didn't know.
No, you know, he is very.
Like,
you know what he did on Monday and Tuesday? He faked being sick. Well, he was a little bit sick, but he decided he was going to stay home because he wanted to be home for the install. He made them pizza, and probably if anybody from your team is sick, you know why. Legitimately, because of Ben.
No,
But
I did cut the pizza. Is that bad? While I was sick, that I cut the pizza for the installers?
No, I'm sure it was so hot it killed the germs. Don't you think?
Yeah.
And you need a few germs to have an immune system.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Gina can spin it anyway.
If they got a little cough,
Now,
you know why?
you mentioned the love of your life as part of the song that we came into here. The love of my life is getting affirmation from people that she was in the right in that over the last 4 or 5 days, she should have, or I should have, slept in the guest room away from each other while sick. I don't like that. I think we're in the same household. You're sick. We should be able to sleep together. Where do you land on this? Do you kick Chris out?
Well, Chris is kicked out for a whole different reason. Yeah, I haven't slept with Chris in 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Well, since the offspring's been born back there.
Well, you know, conjugal visits. But I disagree with Elizabeth. I disagree with Elizabeth. Because you're living in there, you're breathing.
She wouldn't give me a smooch.
You're touching stuff.
She didn't smooch me.
That's wrong.
I'm not even saying make
your
out.
Little neck.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, we're not making out your little neck or your little
Something
new
you
haircut.
love me.
Something. I'm sorry.
I know. You gave me a big hug.
You can't. No, he can't. She's the one who has to be the primary caretaker of the child, so she doesn't want to risk getting the baby girl sick because of Ben's sickness. She did the right thing.
Kyle, she's gonna get it anyway. They're in the same.
This
house.
is the biggest germaphobe I've ever met in my entire life.
Right now, being around Ben. Ben was hacking up a lung earlier today, and I was afraid to leave because he was just out there, all just putting his germs in the air. I can't get sick. I have a very strong immune system, but I don't want to mess around with you, Ben.
You are just the worst.
I don't want what you got.
I'm fine.
I love Gina.
I'll hug you.
More of her and her conjugal visits.
Oh, sorry. See, it snuck
On the Carbless Talk and Text line. Mention conjugal visits at the Nari Home Show, and you get 10% off Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Make sure you remind her when you say that, because I don't want you to get in trouble now. Because you know she's wired with some goons, right? They stand for their Gina now. They say, wait, what did they say to you, Gina?
I'm sure.
Back down.
She got a whole security detail at the Nari Home Show.
Yeah.
Do I do a show on conjugal visits? Is that allowed?
I mean, I don't know.
I think
It's
that's a great
6:30.
idea.
What's
Great
the
idea.
difference presented by Pella Windows and Doors at 6:20 WT?
No, safe harbor hours don't start till after 10. We need to be safe.
Everyone's sleeping at 6:30 a.m.
No, they're not.
They're downloading the podcast.
Yeah, the 620 WTMJ.
Yeah.
What is the difference presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin?
Yes.
People are setting their alarms for 6:29 a.m. on Saturdays, Gina. Don't sell yourself short.
I am.
God bless America. I hope so.
Yeah. Gina, are you a Super Bowl fan? Do you like the party? Do you like the game? Or no?
Well, let's have a moment to talk that we'll get to look at Tom Brady, who I love. So I'm
one of
definitely
them.
watching the Super Bowl. He's so hot.
Oh, wow.
He's so hot.
Wait a minute. You know his face is like
His face.
natural face.
I was going to ask about the Botox, Gina. Are you into that?
Yeah, maybe.
For Tom.
Oh, yeah. He looks fine. I think he looks.
Don't you ask a woman about her Botox habits?
Almost had to slap you through the
Hey, I'll
stained
say
glass.
it. I'm open. I don't care. We all can tell when people do it. That's just like
I can't
bologna
tell.
sausage.
I mean, but except for Tom Brady, he looks like he's just chiseled.
Tom-
Like they
Tom-
carved his
you
face
are
out.
a
hater.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't be a hater.
No, he didn't look like that when he first came to the NFL. All of a sudden, he gets on TV. I said, that man is not the same Tom Brady from 2001.
You know what? We're not.
Neither is Aaron Andrews.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I'm doing the rest of the ESPN Wisconsin hour with Gina. Gina, you're not going anywhere. You're staying till 4. You got time?
I got time.
Till 4 o'clock, Gina Della from Pella. I mean, oh my gosh, conjugal visits next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN,
Kayla Williams sucks.
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The 11th annual Big Cheese Classic is coming. On February 8th and 9th, this wheelchair basketball tournament brings top talent from across the nation to Wisconsin. Powered by the Wisconsin Adaptive Sports Association, this exciting event at Pewaukee High School promises to be a thrilling showcase of athleticism, competition, and inspiration. For more information, please call 262-613-7040 or email Melissa at wausau.org.
True Chicago-style pizza is thin, crispy, and cut into squares. And thanks to Connie's Frozen Pizza, you can enjoy a true slice of the city. You'll enjoy it so much you won't even mind where it comes from. Connie's frozen pizzas are made from the same cornmeal crust Connie's has been serving for over 60 years. They're perfectly cheesy, perfectly saucy, and they're exactly what you crave. Get to know the true Chicago style with Connie's frozen pizza. Born in Chicago, loved by cheeseheads. Available in a freezer aisle near you.
Hey guys, Josh DiMaggio here. Don't be like me and wait till the last minute. Valentine's Day is almost here. Impress that special someone with a handcrafted bouquet from Flowers for Dreams. Order a bouquet online at flowersfordreams.com or visit their Walker's Point location. Use code ESPN at checkout for 15% off your bouquet, or this year try something new with tickets to their date night open studio workshop on Friday, February 14th. Every Valentine's bouquet benefits an amazing local Milwaukee charity. That's flowersfordreams.com, code ESPN.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law Offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law Offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
This is Kevin Van Rossum, president of 3 Tree Marketing. If your company is struggling to create a buzz or just looking for a new way to stand out, our team is here to help point you in the right direction. We'll assist you in building your brand and prove we truly know what works. Experts at 3 Tree can build a one-of-a-kind gifting experience that can set your brand apart and show how much you value your customers as well as your employees. At 3 Tree Marketing, we chase partners, not orders. Visit 3treemarketing.com to learn more about what we can do for you.
Get everything for your next project at Menards and save big money. We carry everything to help you breathe easier. Allergen air filters help prevent seasonal allergy symptoms and improve your indoor air quality by capturing microparticles while allowing maximum airflow. Save big on allergen air filters when you shop at Menards. View the weekly flyer and all of our great deals happening this week on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
It's party time at Cousins Subs. For a limited time only, Cousins is bringing back their famous 2-foot party subs. Whether it's for a big game, family gathering, or work celebration, Cousins 2-foot party sub is sure to be a crowd pleaser. Choose from the club, ham and provolone, Italian special, or turkey. Each party sub is just $39.99, feeds 5 to 8 people, and requires 24-hour notice to order. Order today through February 9th in store, online, or on their app. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, the smile in the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Studios when her second favorite song came on.
Oh my God, memories.
Gina,
That's it.
Gina, what'd you say when you said the song? You sing this when?
When I might be overserved.
Hey, powerful.
Ooh.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line where Gina is getting love, and I want to do this because she said you're an open book.
Oh boy, I am. Here we go.
Ask Gina anything. 800-990-3776. Are you ready for that?
I will screen these people.
I'll screen them for you. I wouldn't put you in a bad spot, Gina.
Yes, you would.
Tommy chimes in. Gina needs to be a guest every day. She's hilarious. Ryan chimes in. Oh my goodness, Gina is a KBN treasure. You guys need to bring her on at least once a week. So we got every day, once a week. Can you fit us in the schedule with the 6:30 What's the Difference Pella Windows and Doors show on 620 WTMJ, the Nari Home show from the 14th to the 16th?
Kyle, that's a whole situation you just got out. There's a lot to say.
Yeah, I got to let the people know where they can find you and talk about conjugal visits and let them know KBN sent you.
Well, us and Gina, Austin Gene Della was mortified at hearing that, but then, like he said, he's heard worse. And he's like, are you going to talk about the radio show?
So tell us about the radio
Let's
show.
talk about it.
Why should somebody listen other than for you being amazing?
Well, today is a little taste of what it sounds like.
Hey,
There
all right,
you
that's
go.
good. She's better than me. Gina is better than me, and I've been on the air for 7 years.
Gina, how do we tell him? No offense, it's not a super high bar.
Strofe, I broke news. I'm a journalist.
This
Sorry,
is
Gina,
where
continue.
I'm being quiet. Yeah, this is where I'm having a moment of silence myself. No, I think you're amazing. What I was telling you today, it is amazing to have watched the journey of my Ben from when I first met you. How many years ago?
6.
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah, I think you're amazing.
Wow. As the peeing in Gatorade bottles
Yeah,
guy.
you were like in your mid-20s at that time. My goodness.
Late 20s.
And I was
mid to
nervous
late 20s.
around him. Like, he made me nervous.
Why did I make you nervous,
Well, it's
Gina?
kind of like Greg Hill scares me. Do you know Greg Hill scares
Yes,
me?
Pancake, the producer of Wisconsin Morning News.
He's very direct, huh?
He's
He
my
has that
little
voice.
producer, too. Yeah.
My little producer.
I don't mean
I love it. He's my little producer.
I'm just a little baby show for 30 minutes. No looking at me. Your baby steps.
Well, you start with 30, and next thing you know, you're a 3-hour show, and you're hosting Monday through Friday on ESPN, 620 WTMJ. You can join Kyle on 1017 The Truth.
Oh, I'd love it.
Yeah, join me, Dr. Ken Harris as well.
Yes.
I know you got Dr. Ken. You already know you're more than welcome on my show. 12 to 1, Truth to Power.
How do you keep such an amazing spirit every day, which is one of the many questions coming through for Gina Della from Pella and Pella Windows in Dorset, Wisconsin at 800-990-3776.
That is a really nice thing to say because Ben saw me this morning. One of the rare moments where you will see me. I was not myself. I was sad. But you know what? Your cup has to be half full all the time or full. We're not sick. Think of all the things we're blessed with. And when I drove from your house today, I already felt better. And I text you. You made me feel better. And we have so much to be thankful for. Stop worrying about things you can't fix, right?
I love that. Because I look at life the exact same way, right? You can either walk around with life being worried about the negative, the bad things, and you can think, well, what if I can't? But what if I do, right?
Right.
And that's why if you go through life with a positive outlook, like thinking the Green Bay Packers are going to win a Super Bowl every single year, it allows you to get over the fact that we lost to the Philadelphia Eagles or the fact that we lost to the 49ers a year before. We can continue. I mean, you just got to always think one day success is going to come. So I love the mentality. The glass is always half full.
Kyle, those Packers snuck in there.
Yeah, he is the most emotional Packer fan that you will ever meet in your entire
There's
life.
always a tomorrow. Until there isn't.
Tomorrow. That can be our next favorite song.
There it is. That is. Play us out.
Dave from Aaron. Gina is better than Benny.
Only a day away.
Man.
No, hold my hand right now. Hold my hand,
Okay.
Ben.
We're holding.
We're holding.
Is this a visit?
No, that's not a visit. That is not a definition of a visit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You do it. Did you just say that to your friend's mother?
No, this is my second mother.
Oh!
Maybe I shouldn't have said second mother. You're right. You're right on that
What
one.
you got going on? I'm getting away from you.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, the sun will look at us ending on a positive note.
Yes.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
It sure will.
Gina, any last words? Nari Home Show. Come see her there.
I will see you next weekend. Be there. We have some great specials. And I love KB La 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 La.
Oh, an extra
La La La.
La 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 La. That's the Nori Home Show, the 14th through the 16th. Check out Gina. Say hi. Tell them KBN sent you. Gina, thank you for the time. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the 414 hour at 4. We'll just leave it here.
We've got some delays westbound 94 from about 16th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound, we've got some delays, just pockets of heavy traffic as you're making your way through the Stadium interchange to 35th Street. Southbound 43, watch for backups from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way down through the Marquette. And we've also got 41 southbound slowing down just south of Hampton down past Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the TMJ for Storm Team forecast. Well, for tonight, it'll be mostly cloudy with a low of 25. Tomorrow, light snow. To the south of I-94, you'll get less than an inch, but moving north, you can get up to 1 to 3 inches, a high of 32. Weather is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lozigan, 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We them boys. We making noise.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
It sure is. That is Kyle Wallace. I am Ben Brust, alongside no Brad Nortman, enjoying the sun, missing the Gina from Pella experience.
That was absolutely electric.
She's an electric factory.
Dude, we went from conjugal visits to windows, which is great, right? And then your house, which is awesome. And then we went to like motivational speaking.
Back to conjugal visits. Ben said, "Is this a visit?" With his second mom.
Yeah, that was really uncomfortable.
Pretty disgusting. I don't know.
I didn't think me asking the Botox question could be topped.
Oh, I forgot about that one too. Yeah.
You topped it.
Hey, Gina, you like? She called Tom Brady hot, which some people think he's hot.
He's handsome.
It's all fake though. He's like an AI-generated face.
He does look like a robot.
Yeah, he paid good money for it. He did. He paid great money for it. He worked out.
You know when you see like a 3D body and then like you scan it on a computer and then it like spits out something of like, I don't know, wax.
It is legitimately him.
That is what he is. All right. What's the weather going to be? And I actually need you to look this up, Strofe. This is very, very important. Because the time capsule. We buried something, and I looked outside my backyard, and I was thinking to myself, right after it snowed, how it snowed, and then it melted right away.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, but if it does this again and stays cold after the Super Bowl, how the hell am I going to dig my backyard?
That I word.
How the hell are we?
No, you were perfectly right.
Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe.
Ooh, boy. About that. I don't know how we're going to do. You better ask your neighbor for a shovel or a pickaxe, something.
All right, weather update. It ain't looking too good, buddy.
No?
Well, it's going to snow
So for those who don't know what the time capsule is, before the Packers season, we had a form to fill out a questionnaire of how you think the 2024 Green Bay Packers season would go.
Yeah, some example questions of like, who will the kicker be at the end of the season? Who will have a better year?
Who will lead the league in the Packers in receiving yards?
Right. Bold predictions, stuff like that.
And
well, it's going to snow tomorrow.
Okay.
So you're going to have snow on the ground if you try to do it after tomorrow.
So snow on the ground.
Yep. So high of 32 tomorrow, high of 24 Sunday.
No, that 24 is not good. That's not going to melt the snow, and it's going to make the ground firm.
And it's going to be mid-20s all of next week.
Oh,
yes. My man's going to be digging in the snow, having to shovel it up and then the pickaxe.
What do you mean, my man's? You're going to be there, too.
I'm going to a concert tonight, so I can't do it tonight. Tomorrow, I'm on baby duty.
Yeah,
and it's
next
going to
week.
snow.
Better put her to work.
Yeah, go to make sure
I'll put her to work.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
She
child labor
laws.
It is cold outside.
She just took her first 4 steps.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Of course, it happened when I was gone,
So
and
but I'm
my
assuming,
fiance saw it.
So the first time she ever took a step and then she fell?
Yeah.
Oh.
And got back up and kept
trying.
Look
at that. Dust yourself off and try
it. Is. And it's something like when we try things and it doesn't work, and then you try it and you like do something and it like clicks, like Strofe. Like let's say when you cook on Becoming Relevant and you're like, oh, that was great. Maybe one day you tried cooking and it didn't work, and then you cook the next day and you're like, oh, that felt good. She took steps, fell, but smiled and got right back up. And I love it. I love seeing that. I love seeing the tenacity. But, not really. Every kid does this.
Oh, okay.
And Kyle's like, oh, tough kid. Literally, I guarantee if I asked every parent, they probably would say, yeah, every single kid tries taking steps, falls, and then smiles because they're happy that they're not just crawling around.
If my kid falls and cries, I'm going to look at my girl and say, damn it, this is your fault.
Why?
She's not as intense as I am.
So are you sure this is who you want to be with?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So Kyle's already pre-blaming his future child on his long-term girlfriend.
That ain't the Wallace side. She already know that. Wallace, we don't do that crying stuff. No.
800-990-3776. Diana McGuanago, you're up on the Carbless Talking text line.
Hey, Dirty D.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, we have a good Friday.
You guys think that Tom Brady is handsome?
No, I do not.
Gina thinks he's hot.
I think he's handsome.
Hey, try Rob Gronkowski.
Hey, Diana, you just called me hot. Everyone says I look like Rob Gronkowski.
You do kind of look like him.
No, not even close. Not even close.
No, I've literally been told by many people.
Yeah.
You look like Gronk.
Okay.
Dirty D?
I'd like to know what they're on.
Yeah. Dirty D, so you like them thick, huh? You like them thick meatheads.
Yep.
Ooh.
I like me some Patrick Mahomes, too.
Ooh, you like them light-skinned brothers, too. Okay. She got a taste for winners. All right, now.
Well, the light-skinned brothers.
I like that. Dirty Diana got a variety.
Yes, Daniel in the 262. Goose tonight is what I'm going to. I've never seen Goose, but I'm excited to go.
I don't know. What is Goose?
I didn't know what Goose is either, but this is
They're a jam band.
They're I like going to the Fish concerts, the Dead & Co. and J-Rad and all these jam bands with my pals.
Your pals being Greg Scalzo and Josh DiMaggio?
We're the concert going crew.
Oh, wow.
When will I get an invite?
This is bogus.
I'm the concert guy.
You know, that's not up to me.
See, he legitimately
Who's
is
that
hurt.
up to?
It's up to Josh and Greg because they brought me into concert going.
I think Josh would happily invite me. I can't speak for Greg.
I want to say that Greg's ultimately the decision maker, as he is at this company and as he is in who goes to concerts.
Do you really have hurt feelings that you don't get invited?
No, not for this. I'm not. This isn't really my lane, to be honest with you. I would go, but
Goose, you don't like Goose?
No, it's not even about Goose. It's the type of band.
It's the type of concert. It's a really long commitment.
Wait a minute.
These shows go for 5 hours.
The band isn't called Goose?
No, the band is called Goose.
Okay, yeah.
But the type of band is not his
Jam
style.
band.
Yeah, he's not a jam band guy, which I thought you would be a jam band guy.
I mean, I like band type of guy.
I feel like he would to me. You remind me of when I look at those spinners. You know, where I don't know what they've inhaled or what's going on in their bodies, and they just dance and spin for 5 hours. Like, you have that type of energy.
Actually, that would be good for me. All right,
Just get it all out of your system.
It's a concert. I can buy a ticket.
Yeah, tomorrow's sold out. There's some availability.
Dance and spin for 5 hours,
dude. Kyle,
what hallucination is people doing at these concerts?
I would actually. You know what I'd love is if Kyle went to just people watch and experience a concert at a jam band.
I would say, what the hell are you doing? Spin around in a circle. What is that doing?
They don't know.
Oh, wow.
They literally don't know. Am I right, Strofe?
They don't know.
It's so impressive because I'm not,
They're in their own little world.
I'm not a dancer
Are they
by
doing
any means,
ayahuasca?
but I'll be bopping around like I'm a bopper. I'd say at a jam band concert, and I'm exhausted.
So I remember back when you went to Wrigley Field for Dead and Company for the first time ever. You went with Josh and Greg. This was during Scalzo and Brust.
Yes, my fiance went sober.
If I'm not
she
mistaken,
was pregnant.
If I'm not mistaken, you got lost.
Oh, I did get lost.
Yeah.
I didn't get lost. I wandered.
For like a long time.
Not all who wander are lost, Strofe.
Wow, that was deep.
Yeah, this is psychic.
It was a long, strange road at Wrigley Field for Dead and Company.
Oh, Dave Matthews, a jam band?
Yeah-ish, but not like this.
So when I Google jam band, it just looks like a whole bunch of hippies, and y'all know like how they have a lot of
You know
color.
me, Ben Brust. Look at me in this, new haircut. And the funniest thing is this is what I look so out of place at these concerts because I wear this like blue navy hoodie, a hat, like a Mercedes-Benz hat repping Zimbrick European, and I look so out of place.
Yeah, I do. The guy, a white guy with dreads and a long beard here. Somebody kind of with a big old. Long
If you want to
t-shirt.
stereotype jam bands, you kind of just did it.
Yeah, hippies.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the
Which
hippies.
is fine.
Yeah,
To
shout out to them. Hey, exactly. To
Peace.
each their own.
Peace.
Dude, you really are out of place.
Oh, I'm so out of
like
place.
this former Division I jock.
Yeah.
At a jam band.
It literally makes zero sense. I look around and I'm like, also what you're like some of the you have to.
Okay.
Well, I'm getting excited
He's
thinking
so
about
excited about tonight.
Well, because you'll be at the concert and someone will just be like wandering, like I was wandering at Wrigley Field for Dead and Company, and they'll just like come stand next to you in your row, and like they just don't know.
Time out. Wait a minute. This sounds like the MPD should be busting down this damn concert and taking a lot of these people.
What? I want to have a good time tonight.
They're wandering and they're standing in a row. Sir, ma'am, what are you doing? This is not your seat. I would have a fit.
Oh, you have a fit.
I would have a fit.
Oh my God, you'd have a fit.
What do you mean, bro? We're all here together. No, we're not. I paid good money for this seat. Usher, get them. The hell in a whole other world.
The ushers don't do a damn thing.
Oh, man, this is not my thing, man. Not my thing. I like order.
Yeah. And so, it's an acquired taste, no doubt.
This is Grey Goose here?
Just Grey Goose. I've never been to Goose. I've never heard Goose. But
Ever? This is your first time
This is
hearing
my
Goose?
first time going to Goose.
Is this the first Goose song you've ever heard?
This is the first Goose song I've ever heard right here.
So you don't know what you're... Okay. You're a good
TJ
friend.
on the talking text line, you're up.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, not too
Just
much. You
jamming
gonna
out to
help
the
us
Goose,
dig
man.
up a frozen time capsule?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I work in landscaping. You know, there's like 12 inches of frost in the ground right now. There is no way in hell you're digging anything.
So, TJ, you're telling me if I hired you and paid you cash, you couldn't dig it up?
No, I mean, we do a lot of commercial retaining walls, which we'd be doing right now when there's no snow on the ground. We can't even dig it with equipment like Bobcat or anything like that. You can't work when it's this cold because...
So the time capsule won't be open till what, spring?
This is going to be...
Till it gets a lot warmer, or we get some snow in the ground, because if the snow actually helps insulate the ground from frost, it actually helps warm it up. But since there's no snow whatsoever, it is solid up.
Okay, wait a minute. So what if he has a blowtorch?
Yeah.
And tries to blowtorch the ground. He suggested that. And I don't think that's safe. I feel like that is a huge hazard, and I wouldn't recommend it. But for Ben Brust, if he said he had a blowtorch, could he blowtorch the ground to kind of defrost it?
What you could do is get one of those torpedo heaters that run on like propane and put some sort of a dome over it and then cover up the area where you're trying to dig. That'll get some of the frost out. But without that, I mean,
All
a
right.
blowtorch isn't even going to do
TJ,
anything.
you're the expert. Stay on the line for this text on the Carbless Talking text line. For frozen ground digging, cover the area in advance with tarp, spray the area with warm water, run the hose from inside the faucet, utilize portable propane heater in the area, arrange some logs over the area, burn the logs if practical, rent an electric post, hole digger, or landscape. How am I going to do this?
Yeah, brother. Good luck.
Never mind, TJ. I don't need your expertise. I can't do it.
Yeah, this is not going to work. Well, good luck. You got to try. You have to try. It'll be great for content, and I'll watch the video of you failing.
Ain't no way in hell this guy's name is Tree. Tree in Mequon, what's up?
Hey, I'm just getting off of work. I heard this was your first night going to Goose. Or first song you ever heard, actually.
Correct.
All right. Well, I'll see you there, man. Fucking, yeah.
And that's what happens.
Boy, oh boy, that
summarized. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman in the 414 hour at 4. Pole position next.
Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Oh, give me another one, Kyle.
Up and down, up and down.
Freaking out, man.
See, easy do it. Kyle's coming to Goose tonight.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm going to quote the great Martin Luther King in this.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to bring up MLK. You know what he said?
Oh, wow.
He said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And you know what matters to me? Booing Craig Counsell and booing the Chicago Cubs.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Out there for sure that are causing some issues. Westbound on 94. Watch for delays from 27th Street all the way through the stadium interchange. On the eastbound side from about, I would say, Hawley Road all the way to 35th. Also going to see some delays. We got some debris on the southbound Rock Freeway just about at Highway 100 off on the right shoulder, so keep an eye on that. Otherwise, southbound 43, we've got delays coming in from around North Avenue all the way down past the Marquette, the westbound side of 894, slowing down from 27th Street to about 60th. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mostly cloudy, a low of 25. Tomorrow, light snow to the south of I-94, less than an inch. To the north, up to 1 to 3 inches, a high of 32. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lockdown, 94.5 ESPN.
With Wildy and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota.
Iota. Yeah, that's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener of Wildy and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Get ready for the grooviest celebration of the year. Join us at American Place Casino for our Woodstock and Wildflowers 2-year anniversary bash on Saturday, February 15th. We're giving away $50,000 in cash and free play with winners drawn every 15 minutes from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Participate in our costume drawing for a chance to win $500 in free play. Come celebrate our 2-year anniversary. Don't miss out on all the fun promotions and live entertainment. Peace, love, and big jackpots await. Visit AmericanPlace.com for more details.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Guys, let's talk about something important. That's you. Hey, it's Brad Nortman. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa's here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step toward a more confident you.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey, ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at TPC Scottsdale, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center ESPN.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through February 28th. Your winter chance to play TPC Scottsdale awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Hungry? Quick Trip's got you. Food's here, and it's hot and ready. Check out our appetizers, like crispy tornadoes, packed with bold fillings that'll keep you coming back for more. And experience Quick Trip Zesty Mini Tacos, bite-sized, big flavor, and totally irresistible. No dinner plans? Take home and bake a freshly made Cheese Mountain Pizza. So easy and delicious. Fuel up at your ultimate destination for snacks and meals that hit the spot. Only at Quick Trip.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Listen up, folks. Valentine's Day is coming, and I know what you need, and that is to win the ultimate Valentine's Day prize, courtesy of Welke's Milwaukee Florist. To register, go to Welke'sDateNight.com. Remember that, Welke'sDateNight.com, for your chance to win a bouquet of flowers, courtesy of the great Welke's Milwaukee Florist. And you can spend a date night watching the Milwaukee basketball team on February 23rd, taking on the team from South Beach. Register now to win the ultimate Valentine's Day prize, courtesy of Welke's Milwaukee Florist. That is Welke'sDateNight.com. Welke'sDateNight.com. Register now through February 12th and make this Valentine's Day a slam dunk. Welke'sDateNight.com. I mean, this is a great prize. Get flowers, 2 tickets to go to a basketball game, spend it with your lovey. It's a win. I am having fun today, and I hope everyone listening is having fun too. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace,
It's been wild.
I don't know about wild. It's just we've had range.
You held a woman's hand who you call your second mother, and you
asked him as a conjugal visit.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
we didn't need to revisit that part of the show. There's been plenty of other.
Yeah, we did.
And then you and Evan were together, and it's been interesting today. Very interesting.
Sounds good. I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah.
Strove dramming out to some Goose, in which I'll be at. Many of our fans on the Carbless Talking text line are calling, texting, looking to meet up. I'll be there in my Navy hoodie.
Oh, this is what you're going in?
Yeah, I don't change.
Why don't you be if you're gonna be with the people?
Because I'm
the people,
myself,
man.
Trust me, I'm with the. What I'll tell
you want to come over and wear something I have?
I'm with the people, but it doesn't mean it doesn't.
Doesn't what? Now?
It doesn't
Slow
mean
down.
I need to change who I am.
Good job.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position. Pole Position on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is presented by Great Lakes Dragway, a 1/4-mile long drag strip, plus a drift pad. Even drive your own car on the track. Find full event schedule and ticket information at GreatLakesDragway.com.
All right, Strophy, it's pole position time.
Unprecedented day in pole position history.
No polls?
No, that's happened, actually. The worst poll of the week.
Us?
Goes to us.
Oh, no!
For copying?
Yep. We stole Jim, Matt, and Molly's poll 24 hours, less than 24 hours after they did it.
What about, I didn't even know this happened.
That's the thing. We're a team.
That's the point.
And I knew you were going to do this.
I'm riding with Jim, Matt, and Molly on this one. We're thieves. I was ashamed. I saw him retweet the fact that we stole it. I said, dang.
I had fun with it back with Jim. It's okay. It happens. What it means is
Why did we steal it?
It was unintentional. We didn't intentionally steal it. We both had the same idea.
So you didn't see it before?
No, I didn't see it before.
All right, because y'all get on me for not being on the tweeters.
Not the only reason this is unprecedented.
Uh-oh. Same results?
No. Unrelated.
Help.
No, I'm going to read you now a poll from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Weekdays from 2 to 5 on ESPN Wisconsin.
Did we do it twice?
What?
I thought you were going to read another poll that somebody else did. I was like, oh, no.
No. This is a poll you did not have the opportunity to answer when you were not here. Today's first poll on Monday.
Is Ben Brust fake sick?
Ben Brust hosted his daughter's first birthday party at a brewery. Is that fair or foul?
Was this even a conversation?
It led the show on Monday.
It did.
No, I know, but like, were people chiming in with strong opinions?
Yeah, some people thought it was very foul. Matter of fact, Miss Dirty Diana said this is disgusting.
Yeah, I believe that was the word.
Oh, grow up, Dirty D. Your name's Dirty D.
You need to stop being a freaking hater.
Don't disrespect her like that.
Oh, why? Because she loves you?
No, because she's Dirty D.
She's into light skin and white guys. And
Yeah, she like the rainbow, baby.
She loves the plethora.
Oh, my goodness. Don't talk about our fans that way.
What do you mean she said that?
All the flavors.
Yeah, exactly. We should all love the flavors.
We all love the flavors.
I do.
What's wrong with that, Strove?
I loved all the flavors until I got my last flavor.
Oh, that's cute.
Was it?
Not really.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
I don't know if she would be like, oh, that's so
All right,
sweet, Kyle.
Let's go to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday morning,
Wait, you didn't tell us the
7 to 9.
results? Like, what?
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
What, you just skipped ahead?
Oh, yeah.
What, are you
right.
at the Goose concert already?
I'm not going.
Tripping out?
Fair, 70%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
70 to 30
It's
on that one.
Wisconsin.
Ugh.
Let's go to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday morning, 7 to 9, right here on ESPN Milwaukee. Which type of friend would you prefer? A weird friend or a dull friend?
Weird. Weird for sure.
And dull is like
Brad.
boring.
Yeah. Brad's
much,
dull.
yeah.
No, Brad has his little
I'm
energy.
joking.
No.
Who's the dullest personality at ESPN Wisconsin?
It's Brad. And I didn't even have to think about that one.
Brad is normal. He's normal.
You know what? Brad is normal.
That's the difference. We're weird.
Well,
all
hold
my
on a
friends.
minute.
No, he ain't normal. No, he
Now that
ain't
I'm thinking
normal.
further about
He
this.
ain't normal.
Dull? Well, I don't know that this guy's dull. Gabe Neitzel?
Oh, okay. He's
Again,
not as normal.
probably the most normal.
Because, as I'm just running through the lineup, right? Jen Latta, weird. Mark Chimura, weird.
Oh, he's
Josh
definitely
DiMaggio, weird.
yeah.
Jesse Nelson,
Weird.
Dork.
Jason Wilde, weird.
Yeah.
Mark Tauscher,
He's a weird.
weird.
Yeah.
The three of us,
Yeah, weird.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad, normal.
Yeah, he is
Homer,
normal.
Homer,
But weird.
Homer's
Weird.
a whole nother world.
Homer leads
Jim Rutledge,
crazy.
Matt Hamilton,
Yeah, he a little something too.
Yeah, he's-
incredibly weird.
It seems like he's at a Goose concert every day of his life.
Might be at the Goose concert tonight. Ryan Wollersheim.
He's a
Oh,
different
man.
guy, too.
Yeah. Oof.
We got some weirdos at this company.
I want weird. All my friends are weird and I understand it.
Yeah,
They're
me
more
too.
entertaining.
It's more
love weird
fun.
friends.
Yeah.
What was the results?
76% weird, 24% dull.
Who wants a boring, dull friend to sit there and just be quiet?
Drink tea and
Yeah, oh gosh, it sounds awful. I like a little entertainment. Somebody said something off the wall.
So this one's fun because I think we're all going to have different answers. Mm-hmm. So Matt Hamilton of Jim, Matt, and Molly, weekdays 4 to 6 on ESPN Madison, had a little bit of an issue within his house. I don't know exactly what the issue was, but I know it involved his flooring. The poll says this. After Matt's flooring debacle this morning and his successful cover-up, we're wondering, how often do you spin the truth to your significant other to make yourself look better? Weekly, monthly, annually, or never?
how about daily?
Yeah, that would have been a better option for you.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I don't really spend too much around
Oh
the house.
my
I
God!
really- I
the
really
amount
don't
of
either.
times that Kyle's been on the show and gotten in trouble and then had to spin it to make himself look better at home.
That's me saying too much, but I don't. No, we're pretty open minded.
Oh yeah, that high pitched voice is really confident.
I'm pretty open with her, with everything.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're full of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Pretty
100%.
much.
And if it ain't 100%, you shut your mouth.
Okay.
Trying to get me in trouble.
Dang. Coming up next, back to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Yeah, but you see how he's like trying to get me in trouble because he knows he gets himself
I'm
in
thinking
trouble.
about this. I'd probably do it like monthly.
Rephrase the question.
So essentially, how often do you lie to your significant other to make yourself look better?
Oh,
in a situation that
I don't
bad?
lie very often.
Yeah.
No, I don't do the lies.
It's probably
Spin?
it's
Spin it?
Spin.
Zone it?
I like spin better than lie. Like I find a truth within the
Omit
spin.
truth. Omit the,
You know what I mean?
omit a little
like
bit.
there's like a lie with some truth, so it's truthful.
So what do you lie about?
like?
or
What time
spin?
I go to bed?
What is that an issue? A grown man? What do you mean?
That's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
but
that.
like,
why are you
so
spinning that?
I stay up too late and I go through this cycle of like, then I'll like complain to her about how tired I am, and she'd be like, "Well, I told you."
Oh,
and so I'll go to bed at like 1:30. What time did you go to bed last night? 12.
Well, maybe you should stop complaining about how tired you are and just say, "I went to bed at 1:30. I know I'm an idiot."
Because
it's called accountability.
Because then she just gets mad.
As she should. Be better.
What do you mind?
But also,
I don't need this twice.
But also,
come on now.
Also,
let me live.
You're a grown man.
Yeah,
can go to bed
I figured.
Yeah, yeah. If you a good one. But I would have said, "Excuse me, did you birth me? I don't think I ain't baby girl."
No, why I respect it is because she'll be like, she goes to bed really early. You know, she does a wonderful job with mornings. You know, I'm not always up with the baby, so
She's
like
a saint.
She's amazing.
Yeah, an absolute saint.
And so, for many reasons, but as it pertains to that, when I'll go to bed early, it makes her happy, and then I wake up earlier, and I'm way more like ready to like make the food for daycare, and it like makes her so
so
happy.
maybe you should. Okay, so maybe this is more of a life lesson here. I'm gonna give y'all a free little couples counseling.
Oh, is everyone
free couples counseling?
Yeah. How many relationships were you in before this one?
I was only in two.
You got your car keyed, and you're gonna give us advice.
I learned from the past what to do and what not to do. Okay,
We'll see about that.
I made her mad. My car hasn't been keyed
I
in
love
over
my
a
girl,
decade.
but I ain't spending $3
Okay,
on her.
it's been
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Yeah, it's called discipline.
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Baby, you should go to bed earlier so you can be in bed. Go put the baby girl away and then go lay and cuddle up with
the
your
baby
wonderful-
girl away.
Go
put the baby girl away.
Put her to sleep.
Put your daughter to sleep.
We're moving on before
Put the
Kyle
baby
gets in more
girl away.
trouble.
Put her in the drawer and shut it. Put her away.
Go to bed with
put
your
the little
wife
damn
at the
baby
same
away.
time.
Shut it. Shut it.
Last one for you fellas in this unprecedented version of pole position. We go to Waddle and Sylvie from ESPN 1000, ESPN Chicago, our sister station down south.
These are all Sylvie, so keep Waddle out of this.
All right, this is Sylvie. It's as simple as this. Are you ready for football season to be over? Yes or no?
No.
I'm with you.
Never.
It's a no for me.
I wish it was 365.
No, I mean, it is what it is. It's over. I mean, the Packers are out. Like I watch football mostly to watch the Packers.
I just love football.
57% of people say yes.
No.
What?
Over 2,000 votes on that.
Yeah, let's move on. It's time to get in the gear for college basketball. Let's go Badgers. Let's go Marquette. It's time. We're almost halfway through February by next Friday.
I am excited for baseball season.
I'm very excited to see what the Brewers can do bouncing back. Do it for you, baby.
Do it for you. Is that it for pole position brought to you by Great Lakes Dragaway? That is wonderful. What else is wonderful? What's going on, Strofe? What's going on at Potawatomi Casino Hotel? Because you know this better than me.
Oh, the Annex at the Sportsbook, the brand new area. Right next to the Sportsbook, just left of it. $40. You get a table reservation. You get 3 drink tickets. You get a buffet. You've got a big projector going on in the Annex. You can go hang out at the Sportsbook.
Yeah, it's right there.
Brand new
the kiosks are the kiosks are every. And pro tip, and I know I talk about that 20-minute reserved parking spaces so you can go in and out right by the Skywalk. Sometimes there's a long ass line. You can go down to the Sportsbook and probably get in and out finding an open kiosk down there quicker than waiting in the long. This is just pro tip. Just pro tip. So check out the 2,000 square foot video wall. Check out everything they have going on for the big game. If you know Potawatomi Casino Hotel, paysbig.com, they also do everything big, and they do it well. I mean, let's just reminisce for a second. When I moved here in 2021, and going back to when I trained in Milwaukee in 2017, I don't even recognize this casino. It is transformed, and it is amazing that when people come from our company out of town, naturally when people come from out of town, they go out to dinner, they have some fun, they end up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, everyone comes into the office next day and talks about how amazing the casino itself is, how clean it is. They say light up your senses because the lighting's amazing. The games are amazing. The slots are amazing. The bingo, the table games, the sports book, they have it all. Paysbig.com. Build your sports bet at paysbig.com/sportsbook. Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Make sure you're there for the big game. Stroph's time to shine. Time to cook, Strophe. Becoming relevant next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman
Pull my baby out the goal. Y'all, get him out. Ain't no way in the world my baby gonna get hit that many times with a puck.
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Westbound 94 is going to be backed up from 27th Street to Holly Road. Eastbound slowing from Holly Road to 35th. Southbound on 43. Watch for delays from North Avenue down through the Marquette. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 25. Tomorrow, light snow south of I-94, less than an inch. North of I-94, 1 to 3 inches. High of 32. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles, now offering a heart-shaped Kringle with pink icing and raspberry, chocolate silk cherry, and pecan flavors. Order at kringle.com or call 1-800-4DANISH. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
Love is in the air at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This February, play to your heart's content in the Love It or Leave It $300,000 game show. Thursday night, you could love your prize or leave it for another. For a chance to cuddle up to thousands in cash and prizes, just play using your rewards card. Get ready to love it or leave it. Only at Potawatomi. Learn more at PaysBig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. Zero sugar, zero carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Steinhoffels. Stop in for the Marquette Spirit Sales event going on Thursday, February 6th through Sunday, February 9th.
For the first time this season, the 11th-ranked Golden Eagles have dropped back-to-back games following a 70-64 loss to number 12 St. John's at Madison Square Garden. Senior guard Cam Jones was in foul trouble most of the night, but still finished with 15 points, 13 of those coming in the second half.
And now Jones in the corner. Oh! Cam Jones! Guess who's back?
Marquette falls into third place in the Big East at 9-3 and 18-5 overall. They wrap up their two-game road trip Saturday in Omaha against Creighton.
This has been the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Steinhoffels. Make sure to stop by any Milwaukee area Steinhoffels from February 6th through 9th and receive a $100 Marquette Spirit Shop gift card when you spend over $1,999. Find ESPN Milwaukee broadcasting live on Saturday from the Steinhoffels in Waukesha.
Experience the timeless charm of the Knickerbocker on the Lake, Milwaukee's premier boutique hotel. With its stunning architecture and modern comforts, every detail tells a story. Whether it's a romantic getaway, a business trip, or simply a night away, you'll find elegance, history, and a warm welcome waiting for you. The Knickerbocker on the Lake, where every moment feels like a chapter from the past, written just for you. Visit knickerbockerontheLake.com to book your stay today. An unforgettable getaway awaits.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it, and I will be enjoying a nice Michelob Ultra at the concert I'm going to tonight because, you know, you got to sit back, relax, and enjoy life a little bit. And I know that Strofe will also be sitting back, relaxed, and enjoying life a little bit.
Oh, I sure will be. Magoo's on the mound tonight, 6:30 to 8:30. I'll be out there with our ESPN Milwaukee Street team. A couple of Michelobs, a little Milwaukee Bucks game. It's going to be a great Friday out at Magoo's on the mound. I'll see you there around 6:30.
You can drink it at Magoo's on the mound. You can drink it at Papa Stashes, which is the best name ever. You can drink it at Maddie's Bar and Grill, Camp Bar Wauwatosa. Michelob Ultra, it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Must be 21 years or older. Enjoy responsibly. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace getting you ready for the homer on a Friday. And just a little quick update here. An electric comeback. Strofe had no idea. Ben's best bets on Kyle Brust Nortman, 5-2 in 2025.
I'm 7-0.
Ohio State. You're the worst.
I won't know.
Just come on now. 5-2 is impressive against the spread. Don't make this about yourself.
No, I'm just saying. I've been 7-0.
As someone who makes it about himself all the time, don't do it. Don't do it here.
I should have bet.
Actually, Pot'll be mad that I'm helping people win. You know,
you've done a good job. When I told you, you've done a good job.
Ohio State was down 17 at one point. They hit a bank 3 to cover my -2.
Love it.
I turned it off. I thought it was over.
Yeah, I didn't. Gotta have faith.
I believed. I believed in Benny Brust.
Just like I have faith that this segment will be great.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Away we go on a Friday. What a great day it is, huh?
Do you have no? Just be honest.
No,
you have absolutely nothing.
I do. I just had to pull it up. I forgot what it was. I write these down.
Let's get away.
What a great Friday it's been. I'm Alex Strofe.
That's called stalling. I had to get my notes open.
Oh, yeah. She had a whole break to do it.
He had a whole show.
I know. I have it written down. I just
You're too busy sitting here going back and forth with Tree
on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube.
Yeah.
I still can't believe there's a man named Tree.
That man's name ain't Tree. Danko.
He named himself Tree.
Happy Fish Records. I don't even.
All right, how do cousins work?
I
had a woman walk up.
I am Bush. Everyone give himself a name. I don't know why I chose Bush.
Yeah, I don't know why you chose that either.
Why would you choose Bush?
I was trying to be adjacent to Tree.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But Bush is not a good connotation.
No, it is not.
Or, you know what? To each their own.
Also true.
What we got?
Okay, so I was sitting at the bar last night, and a woman walks past, and she goes, "Wait a minute, you're Alex Strofe." I go, "I am."
Wow.
She goes, "Your grandpa is my grandma's brother." And I go, Okay. I don't know who you are.
Did I tell you the time that I was in Madison?
Can I finish my damn story?
No, because it's very similar. Dude, I was checking out.
Didn't he just give you a lecture about not making it about himself?
The kid, he said he likes to make it about himself. It's okay when he does it, but nothing else.
I was checking out at the university bookstore because obviously my fiance is supporting Wisconsin, loves being a Badger now as a Marquette grad, marrying me. The checkout person at the university bookstore was asking me what I do, and I was like, I work for, Good Karma Brands, ESPN Wisconsin. Do you know Alex Strofe? My sister's, it was like one of those, I was like, oh, great, yeah. She didn't know.
You didn't tell me about this?
No, I didn't want to get to your head then. Now
I'm trying to figure out who it is.
Now I realize that it doesn't matter if I withhold information, make your head bigger. It's just naturally going to happen.
Well, that's fine. I guess I'm just curious if I know who the person is.
Oh, so now you're glad I interrupted.
Sister's husband.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
This was November.
Months. 2024.
Yeah.
So tell us
you might have been making me mad then, so I was like, I ain't giving this guy some love.
Why would I be making him mad? What have I ever done to make you mad?
No, quite a few things.
Yeah, man. There's still a plethora of lists that I write down mad all the time.
A plethora of lists, huh?
Yeah.
The one thing about Ben,
words are hard.
Ben is a snitch.
Is that my second cousin or my third
Ben's
cousin? I don't know how it works.
You have a whole list of complaints that you have, and you don't think you're a snitch?
No. I send them to myself. Like, I'm crazy. If the company ever goes into...
I'm done with you, too.
If the company ever goes into my Microsoft Teams and looks at what Ben Brust sends to himself, it is just train of thought bad.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Sometimes some things I need to remember for the week.
You probably don't need to be putting that on the...
Madison Hayes, you've made... I'm just kidding.
Wait, can I ask a question? So, Struff, about your second cousin. What, once removed or whatever the hell it is. Anything you want to finish? Was she hot? I'm confused. What's the story?
She was probably 20 years older than me.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't mean she couldn't be
was
hot.
bringing her son, who's probably much closer to my age, to the Tyler, the Creator concert.
Oh, was he here yesterday?
He was at Fiserv last night, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. Is it my second cousin, my third cousin, my fourth cousin? I don't know how cousins work.
She's a cousin. So
I'm not going to lie. I don't understand second, third, fourth cousins.
I don't either.
So
I only know cousins, and then what makes a second cousin?
Well, I can tell you this right now. So your daughter and your nieces and nephews that you have, those are
cousins.
They're cousins, right?
Yes.
When they have children, that will be their second cousins.
Got it. Well, where did the third come in?
So what are me and that woman? If we share, if our grandparents are siblings,
they're siblings, right? So that means that's your great uncle.
So it's my mom's cousin's kid.
Yeah, but the gentleman that you were talking about, the sibling, is your great uncle.
No. The gentleman is my grandpa, and then his sister, and this is her granddaughter.
Yeah,
and
that's your great aunt, then.
No. It'd be a cousin.
I'm talking about your
I don't care about. I want to know about the person I just met.
It's a cousin. I think that's like your second cousin, third cousin, something like that.
Okay, the person you're referring to is dead, so I don't.
I don't think Kyle's pointing out the person that you're trying to point out.
Yeah, this you're like your second cousin. I don't know too much math, but you do realize that
math.
Yeah, it is math. You gotta do 1, 2, 3.
Math.
You do realize how close that is, though, right? You do realize like. That person that you talk to is legitimately very close family to you. You share quite.
I've never heard of this person until yesterday.
She legitimately
very nice woman. I didn't know she existed.
Both of y'all grandparents were siblings, buddy. Like that's like you and your brothers, future grandchildren talking like I don't know who that is.
Well, that's a little different.
How?
Oh no, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Exactly. How?
I'm really confused.
Yeah, exactly.
This didn't help me figure this out.
Because you're getting ready for Goose tonight.
I'm not going to Goose tonight. I'm going to Magoo's on the Mound.
The way you're talking is definitely going.
Is Gary Ellerson joining?
I totally haven't texted him.
Oh, just call.
I'm just gonna call him.
All right. Well, Gary Ellerson closed out.
He'll be at Goose too.
He might be.
100%.
GE? He's a hippie?
He's getting ready for Goose right now, probably.
Dave from Aaron says second cousin Strofe.
Thank you, Dave from Aaron.
Somehow
10 minutes
he figured that out and we couldn't. Gary Ellerson, or we just close out with good vibes next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again. Nobody said a word. Ben Brust, say that. Can we make a rule for Kyle Brust and Nortman?
You're a good producer.
Is it no
Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, and no Greg Scalzo, my former co-host.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The 11th annual Big Cheese Classic is coming. On February 8th and 9th, this wheelchair basketball tournament brings top talent from across the nation to Wisconsin. Powered by the Wisconsin Adaptive Sports Association, this exciting event at Pewaukee High School promises to be a thrilling showcase of athleticism, competition, and inspiration. For more information, please call 262-613-7040 or email Melissa at wausau.org.
It's the perfect Valentine's heart.
The kind a schoolboy would draw.
It's the most adorable pendant we've ever created.
Innocent, fun-loving, and sweeter than honey.
Cute, cute, cute.
It's cherry red ceramic that's been through the fire.
We've been making ceramic jewelry for thousands of years.
Seriously?
Google it.
But this ceramic heart has things they didn't know about thousands of years ago.
Like what?
diamonds. 18 of them.
These created diamonds were made for the one who sparkles like the sun.
I can see her in my mind right now.
It's the perfect Valentine's gift.
And it's only $128 at Kessler's.
Monica, what else do we have?
We have 4 different ways to say I love you.
Each pendant is a different shape covered in diamonds.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
An oval.
A square with rounded corners.
A teardrop.
And a heart.
Your choice, just $148 at Kessler's. For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit Kessler'sDiamonds.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Josh Allen wins the MVP. Do we think they got it right?
No, they didn't get it right. Lamar Jackson won two MVPs, and you can make the argument that this was his best season. Like, I get it. They want to prop up Josh Allen. His team had a tremendous amount of success. Again, a top 2 seed in his respective conference. I think that actually matters when it comes to the MVP voting. You got to go back to 2012, the last time a player won MVP without being a top 2 seed in their conference going into the postseason. So I think that's heavily weighted. Also, Derrick Henry being in that backfield with Lamar Jackson works against him. I get it. Josh hasn't gotten the hardware. Lamar has won 2 MVPs, doesn't necessarily have the postseason success that you would assign to a guy that has won multiple MVPs. And so I think that's what edged him out.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Tell me.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, and Alex Stroke with you. No Brad Nortman. We're heading you into the Homer Hour at 5 o'clock. Now, how you gonna do it if you really don't want to dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me. How you gonna do it if you really don't want to dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on in. I got some breaking news, boys.
Is he gonna be at your wedding? They're gonna play this song at your wedding?
Get down on it. The band is the genre that they specialize.
So really quickly, is the band they can only play like certain music? So you're not gonna have no ratchet music?
So they'll work with me because they did my sister's wedding back in 2010.
Oh, you're bringing them in. 2010.
Yeah, they remembered our family. They follow us on Facebook.
They're old as dirt now. Gotta be 50-year-olds.
You sure they still have their fastball?
Guys,
they should be able to hit them notes.
It's a 7-piece.
Whoa, Benny Moneybags. Holy smokes.
Hit the breaking news.
Oh, baby. Now this is some breaking news.
Is the breaking news you've gone broke from hiring a 7-piece band?
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
I did not.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
I did not.
This breaking news is now no good. So, For those who've watched Breaking News, Joffrey.
Watched Breaking News,
King
huh?
Joffrey.
King Joffrey. I can Google him, see if I remember. Is that the little short guy?
Google him. Google him.
Not Heightley. What do
It's
they call
J.U.
little person.
He's not
the little person.
He's kind of like a horrible character in terms of.
How you spell Joffrey, with a J or G? I usually spell it with
Joffrey. Oh,
Joffrey.
According to my fiance,
is he a child?
Yeah, this looks like a child.
Yeah,
but evil little child.
He is an evil child in Game of Thrones.
Little demon.
Little demon.
According to my fiance, and she's told me this before.
You coming to the wedding?
Our grandmas are sisters.
Oh.
Our dads are cousins.
Oh. He coming to the wedding?
So what does that make him?
Second cousin.
She's
Same
second
exact relation as me and this woman. Yeah.
So my fiance is second cousins with King Joffrey.
Yeah, that's
Is he coming to the wedding?
No.
I don't want him at the wedding. He look a little weird.
Yeah, he does look like he kind of he does look like a demon kid.
Yeah, y'all got the better side of the looks.
That's for sure.
Thanks.
Your baby ain't gonna look like this.
Appreciate that.
Or maybe she will.
I hope not.
I also hope
Not
not.
like this little evil looking thing.
He's just roasting your future family.
Look at him.
No, I've seen him.
You're going to let him speak about your family
what's
that
actually
way?
interesting?
It ain't my blood.
Can I say this because I was joking? He looks like our IT guy a little bit. He does.
That's mean.
Say that.
You just called him a demon. Come on, man.
Look, you know which one I'm talking about too, don't you?
Yeah, they look very different, so I know exactly which one.
One looks like he's going to a Goose concert, and the other one just looks like this.
You're the worst.
Oh, we're going to HR on Monday.
What do you mean?
No, y'all are. I didn't do this.
I ain't saying it. I love our IT team.
I love the IT. I love the IT team.
They are extremely helpful. Anytime I have a question, I just walk up there and they take good care of me. I love our IT team.
According to sources,
one looks like a demon, the other one looks like it's going.
According to sources, Joffrey's dad will be at the wedding.
Whoa!
Oh, what are you guys celebrating? You just made fun of his son. You're gonna have to go up to him and say, "I apologize on the radio for calling your son a demon kid."
I'm gonna say, shoo. Actually, Rich, son's an actor.
Yeah, filthy after Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow. Maybe I will shake his hand. Hello, demon child's father. You want to be friends? He grew out of it.
Anyone got any last, big game advice for those folks out there listening?
Heads.
Strofe and I have a $75 bet. I have tails never fails. He has heads.
Heads.
I got the Eagles in the under.
No, I say, listen, take Travis Kelce over. Travis Kelce has played in 4 Super Bowls, and he has, I think it's 41 catches?
I can't
almost
get over
400
Demon
yards.
Child's father.
I'm going to shake Demon Child's father's hand. He's rich.
He is rich. Had a very rich child. You married into a good family.
I don't know if second cousins make it into the trust.
Oh, that's funny.
Do they not make it into the trust, huh?
No.
I don't know. I mean, nothing.
Unless they really love their family.
Yeah, I guess not. Probably not. But he's coming to the wedding. They're very close.
Hey, Miss Fiance, when's the last time you saw him?
Yeah, actually,
You know what I mean?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm talking bad about your family, aren't I?
Like I said,
That's what I just said.
Blood. They ain't blood. You're good.
To remain blood to your future wife.
Yeah, they ain't my blood.
Oh my gosh!
You
trapped her.
You might need to tell that 7-piece band the wedding's on hold after that comment.
Oh, really? No, I'm talking about like the second cousin blood.
Second cousins are still family.
They still have a lot of blood.
I love their family. I love
Demon Child.
Baby.
Legitimately, my girlfriend, she calls her like second cousin. So the children of her cousins, they literally call her auntie baby girl.
So Kyle, you'll be on Sunday Karma with Alex Strofe on Sunday from 10 to noon.
And Craig Carvison.
Wait. He'll be on Sunday Karma with me. This is my damn show.
Damn.
Better get that right.
Which room are you sitting in for that show?
Oh, don't play with me. One called that's all like Gruber, and one called that's all. That's by choice.
Just sue your ass.
Craig Carvison will join us as well from New Orleans.
It's
And
Craig's
then
show.
I will be on from noon to 3 live from Potawatomi Casino Hotel with Jen Latta and Josh DiMaggio.
Fun, man. What a day. A lineup on Sunday to get you ready for the Super Bowl.
If you're going to Goose, see you in a couple hours. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, we've been hanging with you all week. Had a lot of fun.
Not all week. You were only here 3 days.
For